I love how that's the way. Okay, wait. It is an actual banana dessert. I need to try terracotta pie. This is the truth. It's really been found a lot of that. Just dancing on my corpse. Like, what the hell, guys? I just showed back up and you're dancing on my corpse. Like, how have you been? I've been good. Had a very fun collab last night with the Vibe Boost. And now we're going to get into some craziness with some news today. But we're going to be talking about, of course, the Onkey stuff. Not only that, though, I do have a few more updates for you about the whole Novel Horizon stuff. Quite a lot to discuss with that as well. So we will dive into that. We're also going to, of course, be discussing the VTubers getting hacked, some debuts, graduations, all that normal stuff. I have a lot of updates for you with HoloLive. So I hope you guys are ready for a pretty stacked.
You never saw this coming! I summoned Pot of Greed to drop 3 additional cards from my deck!
That's not what it does!
It does what it do, you!
It doesn't do that. That is what it does.
You definitely draw 3 additional cards. That is absolutely the truth. Yo, what's up, Darkness? How are you? Horizon stuff made me mad when I was in Hinya's stream, bro. I don't think I could tune into Hinya's stream about it. I would probably bawl my eyes out because I feel so bad for her, dude. I already got fucked over by fucking V-Show. Now we have this. Now we have Nate donating $13.37. Nate, thank you for the dono, bro. I appreciate you. I don't know why exactly $13.37, but thank you anyway. Let's get a celebration. Yeah, baby. Thank you so much, Nate. I appreciate you. Hinia was really emotional about it. Makes me want to go to war. Yes, honestly, if Hinia's getting upset, makes me want to go to war too. Walk, how many wheel spins do I owe? I owe 2 wheel spins, right? I want to make sure I don't forget those. Thank you for the dono. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I feel like I'm having deja vu or something today. You guys ever get a feeling of, deja vu? Got a chunk of cash for my birthday last week, so no biggie. No, I appreciate you, Nate. You're very sweet. Happy late birthday. What is already coming out with our own Gamer Subs energy drink mix? I'm on a Lara, dude. Volcano Lord? I'm not at that level of VTuberness yet. Like, you have to sell a lot of product to be able to get your own energy drink mix, and I'm not even close to that, bro. I give some congrats to Mako, one of the former VTuber managers who not only stuck with the talents, but for help anybody dealing with novel. That's awesome, Chip. I have so many things I want to talk about with y'all. Sometimes it kind of feels like deja vu with some people causing problems. Kinda, yeah. You gotta get a cup first, right? Yeah, like I gotta go in the order, right? You know what I mean? Like, bro, what do you mean? I'm one of the most consistent VTubers out there. I've streamed 559 days or Ramadan. What else do you want from me, Volcano Lord? I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Be consistent, they say. Oh, I don't know, just starts a 559-day Sabathon. No. The flavor would definitely be goth broth, remember? Gotta show Gamer Subs some more, god damn it, bro. What happened to HoloLive? Well, you have to watch the stream to find out. Actually, there's quite a bit to catch up on the HoloLive, cause during the last news segment, I didn't have time to cover their stuff, but we're gonna dive into it today. Yeah, you know, I mean, like, here's the thing with Gamer Subs. I love Gamer Subs, and Gamer Subs is amazing, guys. And I do talk about it a lot more on my YouTube. as opposed to like here on Twitch. But I mean, there's always my link in the bottom. I know my little bot reminds you, stuff like that. Nothing really too bad, Dan. Just, a little bit of updates. I guess on what it is since I reported on it. HoloLive. I mean, nothing really horrible happened besides, of course, what happened to Bibu. I guess, because Bibu going to the hospital is probably the worst thing out of everything that I have, at least to report on. Someone that is still going, I didn't think it's still be going. Yeah, me neither, H-Lover, but here I am. Hey, Laura, I hope you're having a good weekend so far. By the way, do you know, I can tell when the skeleton is angry with you when it says, I've got a bone to pick with you.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, never tell me a joke ever again. Please. Yeah, never tell me a joke ever again, please. Yeah, we'll talk about what happened with Bibu, because that was kind of, had a bit of a health scare. I think that's only, like, bad news I have. There's another situation, but ultimately, there was kind of an update on it that was good, so everything's pretty good with HoloLive, at least what we'll be reporting on. Some people are upset when you just Sanji. I mean, today, the ins and wide. What's up, DB, how are you? Gamer Subs really has been around for a while now. They seem to be in a good spot, yeah. But I got some phlegm, guys, sorry. I'm gonna drink my tea, hold on. Yeah, that's so much better. There's a Persona Nikki collaboration coming soon. Okay, so Square, I saw when they actually, like, teased that, but what are the plans, for that? Hey, everybody, hope you and your loved ones have a wonderful day. You too, Luke, how are you? Yo, what's up, Lemmy, how are you? Are you ready to smash this week? I'm excited, let's go. I gotta, shake up my rest a little bit. I tested it, sketching out of habit if you're really curious. If not, I'll just go back to ignoring it. Oh, yeah, Walk, how was it? Yeah, is everything good on that? There needs to be a Yeti shaker cup, keep the water cold longer. I mean, I'm sure there's like things you can buy for, Like even when you get like protein shake stuff, you can just buy the little like shaker balls you can put inside of it. Yeah, exactly, Lumi. I'm like, damn, I really need to like, lubricate a little bit, kind of get limber, get ready for this long session of smashing, This duo smashing, you gotta make sure you're nice and stretched and limber, Persona 5 is also coming to Fortnite. Is it actually? Okay, Walk, it's fine then. It's fine. Yeah, gotta wet the whistle a little bit, Yo, what's up, Goggle Candy? How are you? You're the perfect person to show up for today. Yeah, I think you're the person I want to talk to. Or at least one of the people I want to talk to about today's situation. So, I'm going to be a test of our stamina for sure, but I promise to be ready. Hell yeah. We're going to smash for hours, chat. It's going to be great. Also, I'm so sorry. I have a lot of phlegm, guys. I'm trying to get it out. Bear with me. Yeah, the weather has been, kind of weird. Oh yes, Chad gets to watch his smash. Yeah, that's wonderful for them. Yeah, normally I warm up my voice, Dan. However, like, yeah, I'm very phlegmy this morning, but it'll go away. I'm okay, just a bit down due to my reaction after confessing my feelings to my crush. Right now I'm just reorganizing clear my thoughts. Oh, did it not go well? I'm sorry about that. Does it mean Nick Game Fortnite are gonna be affected by the Persona 5 curse? Wait. What's the Persona 5 curse? I don't think I know about that. Why do you have an eyeball in your chest? It looks weird. An eyeball? I don't have an eyeball on my chest. Why are you looking at my chest? That's a better question. Yeah, why are you looking at my chest? I was ignoring the cooler temperatures Monday to what? Bro, why would you be upset about cooler temperatures? That's a good thing. Yeah, what is the Persona curse? Oh, if a game collabs with Persona 5, it will die. How do you know that? When a gacha game collabs with them, the game tends to fail after that. Oh, shit. I didn't know about that. Oh, my God. I didn't know that that's an actual thing. Wait, what games have collabed with Persona 5 that have died due to their curse? Does that mean games that collab with like Nier Automata, did they do well? Is there like a Nier Automata buff? Wow, I gotta look into that. I despise working at 100 plus temperatures. Well, yeah, I think all of us don't even want to be in 100 plus temperatures. I mean, like, yesterday, I didn't even get time to like go like work out. And to be honest, I didn't even want to because I had to go outside to go to my car to go to the gym. So like, you know what? I'm like, I don't want to fucking deal with that. Oh my God, I finally got the phlegm out. Holy shit. God, that was the worst, dude. It like sits in your throat and then you try to talk and you're like, and you're like choking and you're like trying to get it out, you know? You guys ever have that happen to you trying to talk and you're just like, you get like stuff down your throat and then it just keeps like getting stuck in there and then you're trying to like get it out and just real deep in your throat. Yeah, I mean, I happen to be a lot more often just because the subathon. And then you're like glugging your own like, you know, phlegm. When you get into your car and it's already triple digits in there. Right, exactly, C4. I'm like, I've had to start like making sure to park under a shade and like put up stuff. So that way like my fucking like car doesn't like, you know, get so hot every time. It's awful. I did see that, Fat Man. I'm so excited for Persona 4 Remake. I'm so pumped. There's so many cool things coming, at least for the Persona series. Did you guys also see that D23 had Kingdom Hearts banner up? I'm like, oh my God, dude, Kingdom Hearts, we're gonna get the fucking Kingdom Hearts 4 music, and we're gonna get a new trailer. I'm so excited. They also have a Kingdom Hearts panel at D23 this year, so we are definitely gonna get a Kingdom Hearts 4 update. I'm so excited. Maybe a little teaser for new music. Dude, it's gonna be sick. I never played this Persona game, so I'm gonna jump right in there. Oh my God, you never played Persona? Oh my God, it's so good, Lumi. It's so good. By the way, I meant to ask you, who do you normally play in Smash? I think I forgot. Yeah, because if we're gonna play teams, I might have to pick a different character because Isabel's kind of like garbage at teams. Like, as much as I love Isabel, he's like very particular with like certain setups. I play Persona 5, and that's it. I mean, Persona 5 is, like, honestly that good. I think I got a lot of people introduced into the series. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with starting with that game, right? That was a really, really good one. You play Sheik? Oh, you play Sheik in Ultimate? Yeah, there's not many Sheik mains. I'll give you that. Oh, Pyramithra. Okay. Okay. Well, never mind. Pyramithra goes with, like, anybody, so that'll be good. Yo, Demon Beef, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for the gift. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I wanted to try these, the sparkling energy ones. Thank you so much, Demon Beef. Let's get some love. Demon Beef, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you. Let's go. I wanted to try these. They're like, they're liquid death, but they're energy drinks. I didn't even know these existed until recently. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. You know what? I learned how to do a new move, so, watch this, guys. You ready? Cartwheel into backflip. Thank you. I can't wait to start with, Persona 3 Raw. Yeah, hell yeah. Guys, Persona is such a wonderful series. If you never played it, you will definitely enjoy it. No, I'm not showing you my feet. Shut the fuck up. I'm not showing you my feet. Okay, but watch this. Watch this, chat. Watch this. You guys ready? Yeah, watch this, watch this. Okay, watch this. Yeah, get ready, guys, get ready. Ready? Watch this. Boom. Boom, perfect. Perfect handstand, chat. Perfect handstand.
That only took 20 fucking years.
What do you mean it took 20 years? What do you mean it took 20 years? So talented, so perfect, claps! Where are my claps? Clap for me, DL, stop hitting me with subs! Thank you so much, Rep! Thank you so much, Steve! Thank you so much, DB. I really appreciate you for... Why, bro?
No!
I love how the music. I don't even. Wait, you can't summon the bomb when I'm not even here, bro. Bro, that doesn't count.
Show me your feet.
No, I'm not
your
showing you
fucking
my
feet.
feet, bro. I'm not showing you my feet. Everybody give a big thank you to DB for the 10 gifted subs, guys. Absolutely incredible. Thank you, DB. I appreciate you so much, bro. I owe you guys 4 wheel spins this morning, by the way. Don't forget. You know, password needs to contain 8 characters, right? This only made a password Snow White and the 7 dwarves. What's wrong with you? Thank you for the resub link. Wait, Snow White and the 7 dwarves, that's 8 characters, right? I hate you. I hate you. You type Snow White and the 7 dwarves as your password. That's 8 characters, right? Boo this man! Boo this man!
Brother, this guy stinks!
What the hell, dude? What the hell? I hated him. That lady can't get her sentences out. Yeah, I can't even talk. I can't even talk, guys. Chat just keeps like blowing me up and murdering me. And somebody in chat is like talking about melons. And I'm like, bro, I don't have any fruit here. What are you talking about? God damn it, why is there a hype train? I didn't do anything. Oh my god. All right, guys, here we go. Cartwheel. Backflip. Bottoming. Alara, you're laughing, so victory's mine. Let's be real, nobody would guess that password. You know, honestly, you're right. Nobody would guess that. At least it's not a treasure train. Yeah, at least it's not your melon. What? I don't have any melons, so what are you talking about? Ow, stop biting my titty! Ow! I've already told you about the time that I gave my nip on the laundry basket. That hurts so bad. I still think about how bad that hurt to this day. I say thank you for the prime as well. Thank you for 5 months, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, guys, wow. Hey, why would you even want to bite a nip like that? Gentle, guys. Look, we need to have like a stream about how to like properly like nurture the booba, all parts of the booba, guys. You don't just like, you got like right on there. Like, come on, guys. Really? Really, guys? In the year of 2026, I'm getting fucking brickrolled. Whoever redeemed that, you're fired. Yeah, you're fired. You're done. Whoever redeemed that, you're done. Say goodbye.
And you're supposed to be dumpster diving for ham scraps, you 6-piece chicken McNobody. Get out of my seat!
Now get the fuck out of my sight! Let the lady speak, Chad. She's not into what happens rule. Yeah, for the first, like, I'm gonna look at you guys like this. Hold on. For the first 30 minutes of my stream, chat never lets me talk. Yeah, that's just how it goes. In fact, I'm just gonna stay here for the next 6 minutes and not say anything. Really, guys? You know what? Fine. You know what? You want to test me, guys? Okay, fine. Fine. I'm gonna stay here for the next 5 minutes. Okay, that's unfair and unfun. That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. Oh god! Sometimes I press the wrong button. My bad, my bad. Whoops, so my bad. My bad. I kind of flashed it right there. What is going on? What's not going on? Oh my god. Are we really doing this, guy? You know what? No, wait. I said I was gonna stay here for 5 minutes and do nothing. So you know what? I'm doing nothing. I'm gonna sit right here and just do nothing. Next to my photo of a photograph. God damn it! The fucking toad like bro, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, why do you fucking toad just like man, my personal space. No, I don't care about your personal space. You're in my stream, bro. Your personal space has been thrown out the window. What are you talking about? You're watching my stream. There's no personal space here. Still failing to not failing to be funny as usual. I mean, God, have they ever been funny? Okay, I'll give them one moment. They were funny one time, okay? But don't tell them because then they'll get too attached to it. Anyway, guys, let's do a little bit of wheel spins before we dive into some news. Everybody, do me a favor and type spin, and let's get into it.
Now, the main problem area is...
Yeah, see, I already moved, so... Yeah. The wheel is the problem area. Exactly, chat. Yeah, get fucking wrecked. Get fucking wrecked by everything. This is going to be a ×4, chat, because I owe 2 from today and 2 from yesterday. So here we go, ×4. Here we go, guys. It's a spin. The wheel of destiny. Let's see what we get. Are you fucking serious right now? Are you fucking serious? Nah. My God. Why? What did I do to deserve this? My life is only pain and suffering. Why can't I ever get a moment where I don't have to beat the fuck out of myself? I just want to relax and then I just slap my thighs. Okay, anyway, let me slap my thighs. Hold on. All right, you guys ready? Everybody ready? Why are we here? Just to suffer. Okay, hold on. Sorry. There was Alright, here we go. Right on the thighs. Okay. 4 thigh slaps. Here we go. Ow! That's one. Ah! Ah! Oh, that was very sweet. Oh! Ah! Ow. God. Oh. Those were all very schmeedy. Those are all very, very schmeedy. Thank you guys for the hype train. Oh, God. Oh, those are very, very schmeedy. I don't think I've ever had 4 back-to-back that were that good. Like, holy shit, bro. Oh my God, I'm gonna feel that for days. My hand is red. My thighs are red. Oh my God.
Cry.
Now you cry. You cry. Shut the fuck up. You cry. Oh my God. Yeah, that was brutal. Oh, I gotta go saute myself next time. And I'm like always worried that it won't be loud enough. But I think I could slap it very lightly. My microphone would still pick it up. Anyway, chat, I do want to talk to you guys about something very, 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 very important, guys. And I need all of you to lock in. If you are listening right now, type 1 in the chat. I need you all to pay attention for just a moment, guys. Type 1 if you're locked in. Well, guys, I just released the trailer for my bikini model that is coming up Saturday the 15th. I am literally putting it right here in the chat. If you could go like and retweet it, I would super appreciate it. Take a look, guys. I'm so excited. This one is going down, of course, on August 15th, which is this coming Saturday, for my 5-year anniversary bikini model reveal. We also got a new 3D background, some overlays, new merch. I might even play some songs for you. Take a look, guys. I am so beyond excited. Yippee! All my OGs will remember this song, by the way. My OGers will remember this song. Yes, it's made out of titanium. I'm so excited, bro. It looks so good too. Yeah, it looks so good. I got so many awesome things. Yes, I love women. Let's fucking go. I got so many cool things lined up for y'all. So please. It's gonna be early in the morning. It's my first time I've ever done an early one, but yeah, I'm gonna be very exciting. So I'll see you guys there. Don't forget, please, if you take a moment to like, I'm gonna retweet it. It would help me so much. I would vastly appreciate it, guys. Thank you. So today, chat, I do want to talk about my news. I'm gonna let you know which order we're gonna go in because it's kind of a little different than normal. So we're gonna talk about bans and suspensions. We're also gonna talk about debuts, graduations. We're gonna go down to talk about corpo news. We'll talk about Onkey, and then we'll go to all the indie news. But I do want to get to the Onkey stuff, because that's probably gonna take a lot of time. That's gonna be the large majority of what we're gonna be covering today. So, Alana Bikini, I'm so there. I've had bikini models before, but this one by far is like absolute peak. It's so good. It's wonderful. By the way, Chad, I did announce some new subathon goals as well. So go take a look at those. We have a very big goal there at the bottom. It is for a new office news anchor outfit. So that will be our next big goal. I doubt the subathon's gonna go on that long, right? So hooray. So anyway, guys, let's get into it. First up, I do want to talk about the continued YouTube bans that have been going on. Sadly, guys, Lula has been having issues as well. And hey, guys, I don't even know how to say this. My YouTube channel, Lula Reacts, has been terminated without warning, and my appeal was unfortunately denied. I'm honestly heard about this team, YouTube. That is right. Lula also got hit as well, guys. On the back of the YouTube automated system doing all of these bans, it seemed like they were mostly going after ASMR creators, but now we have Lula as well. This channel meant a lot to me, even though I haven't posted in a while. Had so much fun creating the videos. I attached a screenshot of the reasons, and honestly, the content on that channel was just reactions to funny content, not nudity, sexual acts, or explicit content. Take a look again. They hit her with the sex and nudity policy. I don't know if maybe their card or something like that was the reason. Let me double check. I don't know if they have a card or anything like that. Yeah, let me go look on their card. Yeah, even so, I'll show you guys really quick. So, this is Lula's, obviously her Twitter, right? She does have a friends lead, but if you go and click on her card, right, there's nothing for any adult websites. So, I don't even think this will be even a hit for that as well, the external links policy. Right, exactly, Kiri, but it's only if you have adult-related content, right? However, there's nothing here, so yeah, that would definitely go quite against the going rumor about it. So, Lula, I hope you get your channel back. I'm so sorry to hear that. That is god-awful, guys. Yeah, god-awful. Speaking even more, though, there are more VTubers that are dealing with this, like Seiko as well, guys. Going on to say what it's like talking to YouTube support in 2026. Yeah, I don't know, Lumi, because again, that was the going kind of rumor behind it. But when I checked it, even before in the mass bans we talked about a few days ago, not all of those links had adult related stuff tied to it. And this is just another example of that being part of it as well. So I think these are all, or at least mostly, false flags that sadly YouTube is never going to go back and actually fix. They leave it to the AI system, and then when people try to report it, well, you're at the mercy of that exact same AI system. They don't actually have a human review it. It's just like, yeah, you know, we're going to uphold the same ban, but again, it's a false flag to begin with, right? And so, of course, Seiko goes on to say, after 5 years of good behavior and no warnings, my account was terminated with no warning or opportunity to make things right. They sent me a customer satisfaction survey to see how much I enjoyed the experience. Very Black Mirror, thank you, YouTube. Let's see what she had to say, guys. I mean, again, it's like dystopian, dude. You're trying to reach out for help, and nobody will help you.
Content or nudity on my channel. I make silly men videos and react to things. In my link tree,
yeah, didn't they send
I
you
had
this
a link to
Lumi?
other types of content that I don't produce anymore that I forgot to remove. I tried to explain this, but it doesn't seem to matter. Regardless, I don't promote that content in my videos or descriptions, and never have. I believe I've seen some others having their accounts reinstated for the same ban link tree issue, but I was denied almost immediately.
They decided to hit her for
this
it, right,
is something
chat?
I could have fixed in 1 minute with a warning or a strike.
Right.
Throughout the whole experience I have barely been able to talk to anyone real, getting read from script messages even in the live chat. Ironically, my other channel got a singular warning for the same exact link tree and was not banned until they removed it due to ban evasion.
Wow, that's actually nuts.
Make it make sense.
That's really crazy that she actually got a warning on another channel, which I think, again, this is something that's easily fixable, right? Just if they miss it, right? People make mistakes, right? Allow them the opportunity to actually adjust it, but YouTube doesn't do that. They just take the shot, and you're left with nothing.
I don't
literally
want to
nothing.
make posts like this. I don't want to cause
it's fucking
trouble.
Nuts.
But genuinely, what else do I do at this point?
Nothing. You have to
I've
go on
exhausted
Twitter
all
and complain
official
about it.
routes
That's
I
the
can,
only
and they
way to
won't
get
even
anything
respond
done.
anymore. I feel as though because I'm not big enough, I really don't matter to them. After 5 years of no warnings or strikes, I'm left with nothing. I cannot make a new account or have an account for as long as I live. Is this not extremely harsh?
Yep.
How is that in any way fair
you
when
cannot
others
make a new
received a
account.
reinstatement or a warning? I'm willing to take down videos, to remove all my descriptions, to adhere to whatever I have to adhere to, but I'm not even being given a chance. I'm willing to do whatever it takes, but even that isn't enough. This whole situation is just so depressing and crushing, and I don't know what to do anymore.
So again, you can see that she's getting hit with scripts. You know, she's asking for a secondary review. They said our team has completed a final review of your account, and the decision stands. Since we shared our relevant details, we cannot provide further updates. And she said, I would like to speak to a person, please. I feel like I haven't been given all the relevant details. Just a blanket reason or permanent ban. And again, they say, as previously shared, we provided all available information, which isn't true, right? Half the time what they do is they will say, well, you broke our policy, so, you know, deal with the consequences. And you're like, okay, but what policy? Can you tell me what I specifically did? And they'll be like, no, you broke our policy and that's it. Do better. And you're like, well, how can I do better if you don't tell me the fucking policy that I broke? It's so dumb, dude. I despise modern day YouTube. I feel so bad for people that are having to deal with this. So guys, of course, if you want to go help Seiko out, make sure you go at Team YouTube on in her comments where she's trying to get a hold of them. I'm sure that would make a very big difference for her. Of course, also Reyes says, fuck you, YouTube. You love targeting ASMR creators, but won't do the bare fucking minimum and clean up your goddamn site. Of course, her channel was removed from YouTube, right, as a ASMR creator. Nudity and sexual content. Another person, guys, getting shot by this. I did, BJ. I'll show it to you here in a bit. But even crazier, guys, also is what Smug Alana is dealing with. That is right. Smug Alana got a 7-day ban over on YouTube for a video where it was watching a person kill mosquitoes. Hundreds of insect flamethrowers and killing videos stand fine. Appeal rejected immediately because AI moderation is horrible. That is right. So, have you seen those videos of bugs getting killed, or, going into flamethrowers, or putting jars, all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, she received a 7-day ban for all of that, chat, which is absolutely ridiculous, of course. Smuggalana goes on to point out a few more issues, but also says, amazing response, Team YouTube. Thousands of videos of people killing wasps and other pests, but you draw the line in the sand when a VTuber watches it. Thank you so much for your indiscriminate judgment. You guys really respect VTubers, that's for certain. Of course, they say, did the policy team take up another look at this video? And the removal of your bid, and they confirm the original decision still stands. I don't know what there is to say, guys. Like, this is obviously the AI moderation of YouTube false flagging accounts. I mean, they say the video was in violation of our violent or graphic content policies. Well, if that's the case, like, are you gonna take down all the other videos too? Like, and how does hers actually break this TOS? It's so dumb, guys. It's so dumb. And even crazier, also Smuggalana having even more issues. Take a look at this. Smuggalana says, why did you blatantly target VTubers again? You remember my video discussing a 5-year-old GRE clip with Nikki Glassler because she said the word, I guess, what's this, kick.com? I don't know what that is, but, said the word blank.com and the original clip is still up, and you have the audacity to reject my appeal. So here's the video from GRE Clips, talking about this stuff right here. And of course, within your content didn't follow our sex and nudity policy. So of course she got hit in the video of hers taken down. However, she said, can you imagine if they banned Joe Rogan's clip from 5 years ago? Kink. Okay, got you. I wasn't sure. I'm like, what is that? But could you imagine if they banned Joe Rogan's clip from 5 years ago just because of this? That wouldn't, they wouldn't do that just to keep an anime girl banned, right?
Feeding of snakes. There are even videos still online of crocs and alligators killing and eating animals in the most graphic way, but with that, draw the line. With freaking insects?
Pretty much deception. It's so dumb. And of course, you got hit for this Joe Rogan video where obviously the clip is up. Obviously, Joe Rogan's clip is up, but she also had this video taken down as well. So, dude, Smuggalana is going through, guys. I really hope you'll add Team YouTube in her posts. I'm going to try to get some eyes on this. I know I did too. I mean, I went and, added Team YouTube. And she said, I'm not trying to actively throw other content creators under the bus, but it's so extremely unfair to have my appeal rejected within a few hours when there's thousands of videos of people gassing live insects or lighting them on fire for content. Yeah, YouTube's moderation is god-awful. So, again, guys, make sure you go check it out. Really, really hoping that this gets resolved for her, but I'm going to be honest, guys, I'm not going to count on it. In other news as well, guys, Sayu unfortunately getting hacked. Unfortunately, it says, someone hacked my email account connected to my Discord this morning. Rest assured, it is only connected to my Discord and nothing else important. You're actively attacking my Discord server mods. Please ignore any messages from me from Discord for the time being. My apologies for the trouble, everybody. We're doing our best to fight it. Well, she did give us a bit of an update since she got hacked. She goes on to say, awful updates kind of in shambles right now. Google has no live support. Hacker changed my account to a child account. And because it's now underage, it asks for the parent's permission, which is now the hacker. That's crazy. I didn't even consider people could do that. Also, will be auto-deleted in 14 days if I can't get it back, which I cannot because all recovery methods were deleted. Here's why that matters. Discord support told us they cannot give me back my Discord account unless I get the email back, which is ridiculous considering there's so much else I can do to prove it's mine. So the email and all recovery methods are no longer attached to the account. So we're trying to see what we can do about it, but it feels extremely hopeless. I just recently reset my PC, so I'm already spending time restoring everything to try to fix the PC issue I was having before. Already forgot to back up my OBS files. Of all things, to my stress, nearly trying to fix an 8-month-long issue. And so I'm recreating nearly 2 years worth of scenes. If anyone has any help at all they can offer, please let me know. Nothing else I can do on my end. Oh, there's an updated. Okay, and she's just like, I'm so done with this. So it did look like she got her account back, guys. It did seem like there was a good little update here. All right, bye. Have a good one, Lumi. I'll see you soon. I saw you guys on to see actually good update. I got my account back. Thank you so much, everybody, for bearing with me. We'll be doing our best to restore our server in the coming days. However, unfortunately, guys, upon double checking that this morning, she did get hacked again on her Twitter. This site, you have 4 hours to contact me in this Discord username. I'll ban this Twitter account forever and your Twitch account. Next, yeah, apparently they got a hold of her Twitter and some of her other accounts. This is awful. Yeah, she got her main account back. And now this, of course, is her other account that she had up. Really, really awful. So I'm hoping that Saya gets her stuff back. Hope she resolves this. Send her some love and good vibes, guys. Very, very worrisome. Very, very worrisome. And finally, guys, I do want to go check in here with Hina, who has an impersonator, unfortunately. Hina going on to say, important. Someone's impersonating me on Discord and DMing me about your clients I've worked with in the past and pretending they're me. Please be aware that the only account on DC is this name right here. Please be careful and report the accounts. It says, hi, Hina, is that really you? Yes, I'm the one. How are you doing? Yeah, you're not the real one, definitely. I'm going to report you to the real artist and the Discord. Good luck. They say, Luna says, hi, I'm doing fine. Can I ask why you decided to have me on Discord? They said my VGN account has been unstable right now due to some technical issues I'm resolving, which is why I'm reaching out to clients directly here. They're not really good. What happened? I mean, you're just trying to scam with the whole, oh, I lost, my contact with my, my VGN clients. So, let me send you this random file for you to check out. Yeah, please be careful of that scam, guys. Very common one. Like, yeah, they can see the public clients on VGN, so they'll reach out to those people through Discord and be like, oh, I'm not in contact. I lost my account. Can you check to make sure that this stuff that we worked on together is yours? And then they'll send you a file, obviously compromised, and then it gets a hold of your stuff and fucks your account. So be careful, guys. Yeah, it really, really sucks. I actually had somebody message me trying to do that, and I was like, yeah, bro, you're getting reported. It was a very easy block for me, but be careful, guys. As I sip of my tea here, guys, we're going to jump down to debuts, graduations, and all that other good stuff. Oh, got you, Volcano Lord. That's good. Well, in other news, guys, Ali giving us a bit of an update here says, I'm coming back. At the start, of course, Ali went on an indefinite hiatus. She was having some, mental health issues, but she seems to be doing better and says, I'm coming back. So I will update you officially when she does return, but that is great, great news. We love to see that. In other news as well, guys, we have to celebrate her graduation. And I know that sounds crazy, but this is actually Dulce who says, I want to thank everybody who supported this small crew. I'm walking this stage today to celebrate graduating college. They're not graduating as VTuber, graduating from college. So, congrats to them. That is amazing. The only time we really celebrated graduation, right? Of course, also we want to talk about Cherry Ruby, who said my hiatus is over. It's been a while. Guess who is back? If you guys remember, she lost like a bunch of her files for a new model. Very, very demoralizing, but she said, I'm returning. I'm coming back up on August 15th. She's going to talk about everything that happened in the past month. And of course, her 2.0 got canceled. That project, all of it's gone. But she's going to be doing something completely new that is already in the works. So you can go check out the Sharky coming back on August 15th. Very, very nice to see there. Yeah, that's a good graduation, Another news, guys, we do got to talk about hiatus coming here from Jonkin. If you guys remember, I actually went on his show one time. A very nice guy, but Jonkin actually is going to be taking a bit of a hiatus, guys.
No hiatus. No white announcement, but I am officially taking a health break until I feel better. I live with a chronic disease that was manageable for years, but now it isn't. More than the channel, I need to work on myself right now. Please wait for me.
And I'm so sorry to hear that, Jonkin. I really hope things improve for you. Take all the time you need and we'll be waiting for you. Yeah, exactly. Focus on your health. That's way, 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 way more important. Of course, also, guys, checking in here with V4 Mirai. we do have to announce a graduation that says, hello, Bouquets and classmates. Is it Elias or Alias? I don't watch this VTuber, unfortunately, but I'm gonna go with, we'll go with Elias for now. If it's Alias, let me know, but, Elias will be stepping away from me for Mariah to focus on her children and her ever-growing, Alias. Oh, okay, it's, Alias. Okay. So it's like Alias. Yeah, it's... so anyway, Alias is actually stepping away to focus on her children and her ever-growing family. So look, guys, like, they're stepping away to focus on their family. I think that's probably one of the best reasons to step away from content creation, you know? We thank everybody for the love and support you've shown her throughout her journey. Please respect Alias's privacy during this transition and refrain from directing questions regarding your departure towards the remaining talents. Right, exactly, Volcano Lord. Regarding her channel, her ASMR channel and Patreon will be closing August 10th. Her main YouTube channel will remain available indefinitely. Lowered channel memberships will end after August 10th. Merchandise sales will conclude on August 31st. So, it is sad to see them go, but again, a very noble reason, right? Obviously, want to focus on your family and your kids. I mean, that kind of comes first, right? So she does go on to say, dear classmates, before anything else, I simply want to say thank you. Thank you for welcoming me into your hearts. Thank you for believing in me, cheering me on during every stream, every concert, every song, and every dream. The memories are created together at one, and I will treasure them for the rest of my life. Every smile, every message, every glow stick in the crowd reminded me that I was never alone. Earlier this year, I shared with all of you, the Bouquets, that I'm expecting our little twin ghosts. Oh my god, they're having twins? That's amazing. Yeah, I can see why they would want to step away from content creation. Having twins. Oh my god. Since then, we spent countless nights talking about what kind of future we want to build together for our growing family. Yeah, I mean, that's a handful, exactly. After many months of reflection, laughter, tears, and hope, we made the decision to secretly elope and devote ourselves fully to this next chapter of our lives. As exciting as this new beginning is, it also means saying goodbye. For the sake of our children and for the future we dream of giving them, I believe this is the path that will bring our little family the greatest happiness. I mean, I agree as well. You could always come back as like the indie or something like that. So I think this is a solid choice, right? Soon it won't be just the four of us. The ever-growing family filled with love, stories, and adventures. So sounds like they want to have more kids as well down the line. Hope you smile knowing that the ghost started the once read tales for everyone is finally beginning the most important story of her own. I'm leaving with a heart full of gratitude rather than regret. Bouquets and I are stepping forward towards a new future. We're incredibly excited to build together and we'll be cheering for every member of V4MRI from afar. So sounds like things, good future for them. A great reason to step away. Yo, what's up, Kitty? How are you? Hi, Raiders. How are you? Welcome in. Great to see all of you. My name is Lauren Happy Metoff. Today we are talking about VTuber news. Welcome in. Imuna, how was your stream, sweetheart? What'd you do today? Thank you so much for thinking of me for your raid today. Taking this with all my love. Yes, we are married canonically now, chasing our happiest ever after. So I think this is wonderful reason to step away from streaming. Wishing them all the best in the future, guys. So guys, let's take a moment to celebrate some good things as well, like the brand new Twitch partners, and of course YouTube partners as well. We have Kyoko just celebrating their Twitch partnership. Congratulations to them. I played a weird game and have fun. That's awesome. Let's go, Imuna. What was the name of the game? If you don't mind sharing. Of course, also guys, we had Carl.Soap. Formerly you might know them as Carl Lobster. We got a YouTube partner. And of course, Emma just now hitting 100K over on her YouTube. So congratulations to them. All three of those creators on their big accomplishments. Absolutely amazing. Of course, also guys, let's go checking in with Hollow Stars. We just had Estelle who just released their brand new Oni outfit. Looking good. Like this. I like the horns. They kind of like a cyber look to them. Yeah, very, very nice. So congrats to Estelle on that one. Of course, also guys, Milo Noir just debuted their brand new outfit as well. I figured we could show you the merch. I love the metal look of this. Of course, the Booba mouse pad. And of course, a brand new model looking boobalicious as always, right? I mean, Milla's an awesome creator, so definitely go give her some love. Yeah, she's giving me like a little light standy here. That's awesome. Yeah, I love this. A little phone case too. That's sick. Yeah, I really like the t-shirt. Very like, you know, heavy metal kind of like coating to it. Yeah, it goes hard. So congrats to Milla on her brand new model. Looks awesome. Of course, also guys, Vicky, you might remember Victoria. We talk about her from time to time. Victoria Roman just debuted her brand new model, the Summer Festival outfit. Take a look. You know, I feel like Milla and Ruzu and I have hung out before together, BJ. I'm like 90% sure we have at one point. Her waist working 3 jobs, yeah. Yeah, holy snatch waist, bro. But anyway, very, very cool new outfit here from Victoria. Yeah, I mean, God, I wish I had a waist like that. Holy shit, bro. Like, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like 90% sure we've hung out before. Of course, also, guys, one last debut you might have missed was Binny Doki. That is right, Binny Doki from Promise You Ian doing up their brand new outfit. Take a look. Love it. Very, very tomboy vibes. Yeah, love it. Super cute. Jacking the good stuff. Oh, my bad. Chat's like, yes, winning. Oh my gracious. William Luna, thank you again for the raid, sweetheart. If you need to run, I'm more than happy to take care of your community. All right, so do what you gotta do, sweetheart. That's so funny. In other news, guys, let's talk about some events coming up and some debuts, and then we'll get down to Ninja Sanji news. But first up, guys, Iron Mouse, I believe is talking about, I don't know what event this is, actually. I don't have notes for it. Let's take a look together. Is this for Anime New York City? I don't remember. Now, this one came out August 7th. Oh, I love her miniatures in there too. That's cute. Oh, okay, this is for Anime New York City. That's awesome. So we do have her, of course, in booth 747 with Iron Mouse and friends. That's going to be absolutely fantastic, guys. So certainly go check that out. Speaking of something coming up as well, we also have an Iron March, which is coming up again on a convention stage at the Jacob K. Davitz Convention Center. There's a pre-show, but Yusan will actually be a guest performer at Club Iron Mouse at Anime New York City. So very, very exciting. Of course, always nice to see Yusan kind of out there, but also working with Iron Mouse is even better. So awesome stuff. Of course, also one more event I want to mention to you here really quickly is, of course, Dovely, who wanted to talk about the Collaboration Cafe announcement with Irium going on in the East Coast. It is going down August 22nd at the Kaido Bubble Tea at the Edison, or in Edison, New Jersey. I'm sorry, but there is going to be a really cool collaboration where you can get specialty drinks like the Dovely's Delight, the Star Prism Punch, all kinds of cute stuff. So if you're in Edison, New Jersey, certainly go to Kaido Bubble Tea and check it out. Love that. I love these little bubble tea collaborations that have been going on like more often. It's so cool. Yeah, guys, I don't have a date for you on this, but Alpine is working on a brand new model. I'm gonna tell you guys, this model is fucking amazing, bro. Take a look.
Comfort.
It literally looks like he brought a fucking kid's book to life, dude. This is insane. Bro, Alpine is always cooking something, I swear. Like, his models are so fucking cool. And goes on to say new 2D vtuber model sneak peek. You know, your long forgotten imaginary friend coming to you from the flat pages of your forgotten stories. This model and setup will combine stop motion VTubing and classic live 2D VTubing for a whole new vibe. I mean, it's so cool. He's always cooking. Of course, also, this model has not come out yet, but Lumi actually went on to show her brand new 2.5 model. It looks incredible, so very excited for her new model coming up. I'll let you know when it actually debuts. Yeah, if you like Booba, she is definitely your streamer, guys. Okay, also, of course, Berrybug announcing their debut coming out with a new outfit on August 16th, 4 p.m. EST. So only got a silhouette for you. Very excited for that one. Cottontail going on to show off the trailer for her new model, the Gluttony model. So we have a lot of we have the past since, and we have the Gluttony model getting added in. This one debuts on August 13th at 12 p.m. CST. Take a look, guys. I'm a glutton myself. You might be a glutton for this model, like... Hey, yo. Hey, it seems like it's like a creepy vibe on, like... It's like a creepy vibe on, like, maybe, like, a fast food worker. Like, I can dig that. Yeah, I can dig that. Yeah, maybe a stomach mount? That would be cool, actually. That'd make a lot of sense. Yeah, I kind of like that, that trope, right? Like, fast food worker, but then kind of, like, evil, corrupt, like, kind of look on it. I'm very excited for this one. So this will be coming out again, guys. August 13th, write it down. Don't miss it. Just two more things I want to mention to you guys. Shiki going on to talk about their stuff coming up for the new outfit on August 14th at 2 p.m. CDT. And I'll be revealing a new outfit, karaoke, and a cover. And then the 16th doing a 3D model reveal. So they have a lot going on, guys. Shiki definitely cooking, so go and support them. I think it's going to be awesome. And of course, guys, Kenya has their debut coming up on the 10th, and that's actually tomorrow. And that is coming up at 11 a.m. AEST. So looks like we have plenty of cool stuff going down. Go and check them out and support them. All right, chat. Quiz time. Quiz time. When is my debut, chat? When is my debut, chat? Quiz time. I give you all the debuts, but when is my debut? You better not forget it. That's a good question, Pigman. I'm not sure. That's right. Saturday the 15th at 10 a.m. CST, guys. 10 a.m. CST, not 9 a.m. 10 a.m. CST. Wow, guys, you already failed. You all failed. Womp womp. You all failed, chat. You're all a bunch of failures. You failed. I'm just messing with you. So that's all the debuts I have to talk about, guys. Very exciting stuff upcoming. Failed these nuts. Boom, got him. Anyway, guys, I want to go check in with Ninja Sanji. And let's talk about Karibi. This is Karibi from Ninja Sanji, guys. Well, kind of crazy that we're talking about Karibi because this VTuber has not been active since March of 2019. That is right, guys. 2 years ago, going back here talking about Karibi, and they've not been active since March 2019. I mean, what happened to the streamer, right, guys? We're wondering. Well, kind of crazy, but the streamer is back, guys. That is right. Out of fucking nowhere, they have returned, and they're going to be streaming again. I can't tell you why. I don't know what happened the past 7 years, but they're back, guys. Kind of wild, right? Kind of wild. So again, chat, I will be returning on August 15th, very, very soon, but the cicada, I thought that said cicada sex. Oh my god, I'm so cooked, bro. I'm so cooked, I can't even read. The cicada sex, I'm like, what? Okay, in my defense, my text is tiny. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway, she is going to be returning very, very soon, guys, on August 15th. After literally a 7-year hiatus. Remember, she's not streamed since March 12th of 2019. That is wild, guys. Absolutely wild. How are you, Malfina? We're getting a shout out for Malfina, please, if you didn't already. In other news as well, guys, I do want to talk about how Ninja Sanji just recently landed some BA roles. You have Amito Lunlun. I love Lunlun. That's actually the only Ninja Sanji member besides Carly that I pay attention to. Amito Lunlun in Debbie. Oh, I said it right. Debbie Debaru. Just hit some BA roles. Are making their anime movie debut in Netflix, The Ribbon Hero. So again, these 3 cast members are joining the voice cast ahead of its August 8th release. So kind of cool, guys. I mean, hey, you might not like Ninja Sanji, but nonetheless, I think that's really, really cool. Yeah, say this name 5 times fast. Debbie Debaru. I'm gonna use that as like my Peter Pepper, pickle, peppers, you know? Debbie Debaru. Yeah, super cute, super cute. I love Lunlun so much, bro. Lunlun is so cute. I love her to death. And in the news as well, guys, we also get to talk about VTuber Expo. About to go down. Guys, no, any color, well, Ninja Sanji is going to be appearing. Come chase the rainbow with us as any color delivers a spectrum of experiences from virtual to live at VExpo 2026. The global branch Ninja Sanji, they're bringing Japan's colorful entertainment to the rest of the world. Obviously, chat, this announcement came with very mixed reviews. People were like, okay, Up to God Box is one of the talents announced. The only Brit in EGEN needs to be at the British VTuber convention. You know, let's go. Oh my God. People are getting very excited here. But if we go over here, does anybody even care if they're still active? And it's one of the most liked announcements. You know, oh my God. I'm manifesting so hard for Box right now. I'm finally going to be Expo. Finally get to see them at VExpo. I'm so happy to see they're prepared for this. So, Niji still isn't out for repping the Ian Sphere, right? They're still the corp that protects alleged creeps. They still have alleged manipulated and abused multiple talents and foster an incredibly toxic work environment, effectively run by bullies and mean girls. That's not changed, question mark. So again, I think with anything Ninja Sanji, whatever they appear at, people are gonna have questions about it. Obviously, there's some talents that are, yeah, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. That's exactly what the name reminds me of. Obviously, we need Ninja Sanji, guys. There's always going to be some questions in regards to, you know, the talents appearing and things like that. But either way, I mean, I'll keep an eye on this. Obviously, you know how I feel about Ninja Sanji, but let me know how you guys feel about it. In other news, guys, I did want to go talk about some HoloLive news. I think I'm going to hold off on the holographs right now. I might come back to those later, kind of depending on our time. But I do want to get into the Onkey stuff, so I'll save those maybe for the end. But I thought this was really cute. So somebody actually had, this is, yeah, exactly, Muffin. I think so. But I thought this was really cute where the OP here says, today my 1-year-old picked his new Oshi. So of course lining up in front of all the all of the little HoloLive plushies for them to pick their new Oshi. Does anybody want to take a guess who they chose? Yeah, that's actually kind of cute. I like that. I think it's actually really cute. I love it. They're like, today, you know, they picked completely North Oshi right in front of him. When he starts begging for merch, my wallet dies. Well, of course, he chose Marin. Yes, the most degenerate one. Gotta love that, guys. So, like, oh no, they're gonna be a degenerate when they grow up. Yeah, base. Honestly, the Marin's one of my favorites. So, yeah, I love her so much. But I thought this was really cute. Kind of reminds me of, yeah, babies picking their partner Pokemon. Exactly. I thought this was very, very cute. So, oh, got you. Joke and old Korean practice of putting baby in front of some objects. Kind of a future job. That's cute. Oh, holy, welcome to the Pirates. Yeah, very sweet. I thought this was kind of cute, so thought I'd show it to you. In other news, guys, Noelle is not putting up with anybody's shit. I mean, she normally doesn't, right? But Noelle threatens to sue a spectator. That is right, guys. Noelle recently threatened during a live stream to sue a spectator who made an offensive comment about her mother. After reading the message, the creator warned that she would not tolerate attacks on her family and immediately report the incident to her agency. Noelle sarcastically thanked the user for the 1.5 million yen. You might remember we talked about this on a prior stream, but that's actually a reference to a fine that Cover Corp charged another defamer. They charged him, I think it was like $10,000 a tweet or something. So she's like, yeah, thanks for the 1.5 million yen, bro, got him. The artist made it clear that those who act with the abnormal ethics will face real consequences, even in court. So let's go see what happened here during this clip. Honestly, good for her. Yeah, I'm so glad she's standing up for herself. Like, let me see if I can pull up
言っとくけどマジでバカなこと言ってた
Yeah,
ら
here we go.
ぶちのめすかんね。よいしょ。でこいつ本当に言っとくけど団長さ、企業税だからその優しくするとかねえからな。本当に倫理観のおかしいあたおかなやつ。言っとくけど
Yeah, like why are you tagging her mom?
訴えるからね。
Yeah, so you're truly a morally bankrupt person. I'm gonna sue you.
マジでバカな冗談ライン超えたらマジで訴えるから。
Yeah, if you cross the line, I'm seriously gonna sue you.
団
But
長
Noelle is not playing, bro. She's like, bring it on. Yeah, bring it on. I can talk to my corpo, KK leader. How about my mother? I mean, seriously. That's why I reported to cover. Good for you.
母上の不倫相手とかそういう
Peter, they do not put up with that. They do not put up with that.
150万円。
As you might have seen in prior coverage, their defamation laws are like very strict, right? So we've seen Cover already sue multiple people, literally, ring them out for huge amounts of money too, because they defamed talents, made up stuff, talked on, social boards and things like that, and defamed some of the talents. And there's been literal actual convictions and money behind this, right? They've had to publicly apologize. I mean, it's wild.
ふざけんなよ。いやほんとね、マジでごめんだけどこういうの無視すればいいと思うけど、ガチでさ、最近のキッズ
I think there's a point
TikTok とかにいる
where people say stuff and it's like just ignore it, but when people are making up false narratives, yeah, that's a problem, right? That's a
50万
problem.
嘘だけど、ね、本当に訴えられてもおかしくないから。
Well, like, it's okay to criticize somebody, right, Crow? It's okay to do that, but when you're making up false narratives and things like that, that's when you're crossing the line, right? Part of defamation, I believe, is that it's untrue. I think it's a really important part of it. There's certain things that you have to prove within defamation, right? But, yeah, false statement or fact that harms the person's business or reputation. It has to be false. And I think the thing in the States is, like, it's a lot harder to prove it. But overseas, they're very, very strict about it. Yeah, it's okay to criticize when you're fabricating or lying or making up false narratives. That's when it's problematic. So, dude, good for Noelle. Not putting up with that shit. Good for her. In other news as well, guys, kind of a clashing of two worlds that we know of. But Merryweather Comics actually ended up working with Shiori recently on one of her brand new projects, which I think is awesome. Shiori says it's time to get in. Thank you to everybody who worked hard on this project. And of course, this is number 1, episode 1 for Comic brought to life here. I think this is really cool. Again, we know Merryweather does awesome stuff, but it's called Into the Void, episode 1, Unprepared. And again, this is the original motion comic. So Merryweather, making this happen for them. I think it's awesome. Big congrats to everybody involved in that. That's so cool. US has to be false and a person has to know it was false. Very high bar to clear, yeah. Yeah, that's true, because they might have not known it's actually false and just spread it around, right? So, first, guys, if you missed it, Advent, yes, the group of Advent, just released a new song. An original song called Spotlight. Take a quick listen. Did episode 2 come out today? Nice. Yeah, this is really a banger. I think you did a good job in balancing all the girlies' voices in here. Sounds really nice. So, certainly go check it out, guys. Very, very cool stuff. Have you missed it as well? Also, Advent actually just did a big 3D live together that went down. It's called, of course, right here, Bound by Fate. So if you'd like to go see that, 3rd anniversary live, looks like it came out really well. Take a look. I was gonna say, that's because it is baby metal. So, very, very cool. Bow bow. Certainly go check out that concert. It looked like a great time. Of course, also, guys, go check in here the recent meet and greet going on with the Hollow Stars. This online meet and greet announcement just came out. So if you want to go meet some of the Hollow Stars, this is going down on September 5th and September 6th. Very, very cool. But why is this important, guys? Well, you might notice in this meet and greet that somebody is missing. Well, that is right, guys. We have not heard at all, literally, from Altair for quite a bit, guys. And this is actually Axel talking about how we reached out to Altair and has not heard anything at all, which is kind of concerning, right? So let's see what, of course, Axel had to say about it. But he's received no reply for 2 months. Luckily, there is a good ending to this, but I can take a look here.
This game is fun. Oh yeah, and I wanted to talk to you guys about something. It's go. Nani kore? Yeah, so the thing I wanted to talk about to you guys is that I saw like a lot of tweet, after we had that announcement of the meet and greet, a lot of you guys were concerned about Altair. I wanted to touch up a bit. Oh yeah,
have you tried
that.
to at me, killer?
I personally don't know too much myself either. How he's doing. I haven't been able to get in contact with him.
Which I feel like it's kind of a concern, right? Like you haven't heard from him for 2 months. That's
for the past.
Yeah, that's a little
month or two as well.
Yeah,
so I'm a bit worried about
that's
him.
concerning, right? Yeah, you're getting a little worried.
Yeah.
Like I would be worried.
I hope he's doing well. I reached out actually on my not my work account, on my personal account as well, but I have yet to get anything back. So I'm just really wishing he's fine out there. Hopefully he's okay. He's a tough guy. I think he should be fine. It's just if anything, I just wish
I mean, obviously with everything that happened with Hollow Stars,
I've always got a shoulder for him to lean on.
A lot of people had issues with management. You know what I mean?
I don't know if this will ever get to him or whatnot, but if he ever needs someone to talk to or anything, hey, I'm like always hearing shit. I've shot him a message. I've done everything I could on my end. Unfortunately, I don't live in the same region as him or anything, so I can't really go and check up on him physically. But yeah, hopefully he's doing fine. Yeah, hopefully. So just to let you guys know, I've shot a couple of messages to him. Last one I shot to him was like 3 weeks ago, but I didn't get anything back. So
basically, one, he's trying to reach out to me as I heard from him.
Just in case if he's all good.
Obviously that's a bit of a concern, right? I mean, they're hoping he's doing fine, but he didn't appear for the meet and greet. So everybody's just kind of left wondering, right? Well, there is at least like a good ending to this, right, guys? Coming here from Caddis. Remember how I said, I don't know if he's alive or not. He's alive. It seems good. So Axel did seem to hear something recently from Altair. So take a look, guys. Yeah, it seems like everything is okay. So nothing to really panic about.
Oh, and good news for you guys, I guess. Remember how I said, I don't know if Altair's alive or not? He's alive, it seems like, so it's good. I didn't get a message from him or anything, but I asked Toramane, I was like, hey, was it management on Altair's account that retweeted my original song? And then Toramane's like, no, that was actually Altair himself, so...
he's at least alive, guys. He's doing okay.
I was like, oh, thank God.
He's doing his own thing.
I was afraid, man, because bro, I didn't want to say it on stream, but I had a worry because he was telling me that, you got And I got like a new bike and all that, and it's like going bike
that's
riding
cool.
and shit. And I don't know how dangerous like bike rides can be, you know, like actual like motorbikes.
He seems like
right?
he's touching grass, you know.
I was like, shit, bro. Like, what if he got injured?
Yeah, what
or
if he
some
like
shit
fell
on a
off the
motorbike?
mountain or
Like,
something?
I was
Yeah.
worried, so. Yeah, at least he's fucking alive, you know. I'm like, okay, he's alive.
Yeah,
it's all
literally
good.
the news
As
of
long
my
as
test
he's
is
fucking
greatly
alive, I'm
exaggerated. Yeah, I mean, we just want to make sure he's like alive, right? But it sounds like he's touching grass. He got like a bike. He's probably enjoying that. So, at least there was good news in regards to Altair. So everything's all right, guys. However, I do want to give you an update here about Gavis. And Gavis, guys, unfortunately, is I think he's still quite upset with what happened from before, right? But Gavis goes on to say, "Hi, everybody. I'm alive. I mentioned this in a membership, but wanted to touch base about my rather long time away. I've not been doing too well when it comes to streaming. I decided to take a step back and reevaluate on how to proceed with my content. Let's see what else. For now, I'm just going to stream where I can and be a little bit more loose in my activities. Does not mean a full step away, but just appear to less frequent content. Hope you all understand. Thank you for always being here." Gavin's is probably upset, and his PL is doing very great right now. I didn't know that, Nid. You have to slide me as PL. Yeah, you have to slide me as PL. But yeah, I mean, like, obviously, considering what happened, I mean, I'd be upset too. So I'm wishing Gavis all the best. I really, really am. Best in jest. Oh, okay. Really? I don't pay enough attention to Hollow Stars, so yeah, I mean, I guess that doesn't shock me, but also, like, I think I just need to pay more attention to Hollow Stars, you know? But anyway, guys, yeah, Gavis did collaborate, I saw that. Anyway, just kind of wish Gavis a little bit of love, guys. Seems like Hollow Stars kind of going through it. In other news as well, guys, Mori Calliope coming out of nowhere, guys, with this, yes, yeah, I got you, Nid, I got you. A huge announcement here from Mori Calliope coming out of nowhere with Chain of the Abyss, Kevin Finkin featuring Mori Calliope. Well, guys, you know, I love some Made in Abyss. This was a huge announcement, at least for me, right? But Mori says, "Beyond elated to announce I'm in charge of vocals and some lyrics for the theme of the new Made in Abyss movie coming out in October. As stated in my debut stream, this series is very dear to me. I'm so grateful to Kevin for this chance." Bro, I love Made in Abyss. I'm so excited for Mori on this opportunity. I will be looking forward to it, guys. I'll let you know when we hear more. That's awesome as fuck. Of course, also, guys, Cecilia is back, kind of. She says, "I'll be doing a small member stream tonight. And her birthday tour, I'll be doing a proper comeback. I thought it'd be nice to get back into things." This, of course, was yesterday. So she's been on a bit of a break. You guys remember she had some stuff going on. Her family, things like that. But she is back, which is great to hear. So she's going to kind of roll back into it a little bit slowly. For some other news, guys, I know we talked about Noelle speaking out. Well, looks like Riri also had some things to say as well. Riri went on to say, actually struck, or at least what OP says, has struck the most sensitive wound in idol culture by openly declaring that she will never abandon her career if she were to get married. Now, obviously, guys, you know that VTubing is originally built deep-rooted in idol culture. So for her to declare this is kind of like a pretty big deal because a lot of people look at her, it's kind of, they're looking for a bit of a GFE experience that, you know, anything that kind of goes with the idol experience as well. But I think this is great. I feel like being more open with your personal life is awesome. Obviously, she says, during her stream, the artist quickly clarified, she currently has no partner. However, she emphasized that she detests the idea of deceiving her audience by hiding her personal life and prefers to maintain absolute sincerity. I love that. I think transparency is really nice with your audience. I agree with that. Riri challenged taboos in the industry by directly asking her fans if they preferred to learn her future wedding or live in ignorance, demonstrating a level of transparency rarely seen in the idol world. Honesty breaks the illusion. I mean, chat, let me ask you, how would you rather have transparency or would you rather live in ignorant bliss? Like, what would you rather have? I love this. I think this is awesome. I'm gonna be so real. I think maybe being transparent with your audience is better. I mean, some people like the ignorance, but I don't know. I feel like transparency is nice. Yeah, and I feel like you can relate a little bit more that way. Anyway, guys, that's what's been going on with Riri. Very cool. In other news as well, guys, I do gotta talk here for a second about a very lovely Bijou, aka Bebo. Bebo sadly says, sorry, Pebbles. I don't think I can stream tomorrow. Sick, Bebo. We'll update when I can. Well, fortunately, guys, this actually got a little bit worse. He said, I had to go to the hospital. I'll be taking some time off for now. I'll be okay. Be back soon. So she did go to the hospital. I recently shared what happened, guys. So let's go check in here with Miss Bijou.
Guys, you heard that people has been sick, went to the hospital.
Yeah, poor baby Rock.
And stuff. I'm feeling better now.
Why did this jump down to like 1p? Like, where did my quality go? What the fuck is this, dude? Why am I putting 144p? Maybe I need to kill some tabs. I'm fine. I'll kill some tabs. I'll kill some tabs. Yeah, I'm like, did I go back to 2006?
I managed the toilet day. I went out with Iris when I was walking around with Iris. I was like, I'm a little dizzy to say one thing, but I'm like,
she wasn't feeling good.
I don't feel so good.
Yeah, I was just showing you guys all of Bebo's pixels. You know, like
literally chilling in bed, watching TikToks, like in the middle of the night. And then I was like, and then I felt like really.
I will tell you, stomach issues are the worst, dude. Every time I have like stomach issues or cramps or stuff like that, God, it's the worst. I really hate when my stomach like is messed up. It's the worst feeling. I think I'd rather get like, I don't know. I think I'd rather like get my leg chopped off than have stomach issues.
And I was like, oh, what's happening? Oh, help. Oh, what's happening? I felt like really.
My cramps are just
sick.
like, oh my God, dude. They're
in the middle
worst.
of the night. And I was like, oh, what's wrong?
Yeah, Pebble Sona's editing is always really nice.
No. Something actually might be seriously wrong. I feel like, this might be a little threatening to me.
He's like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. Like, I need to go to the
really
oh,
bad.
yeah, like IBS as well. I can only imagine. I'm so sorry.
Everyone that was online at the time. Haku's Bells was awake. So she was like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, hey, Haku's Bells, I might be dying.
Hey, B, I'm dying.
And then I was like,
yo, what's up, B?
Yeah,
how are you? I'm dying.
If I die, tell my mom I love her. And then she's like, what? So Haku's Bells came over. And then she took me to the hospital, basically. And brought me Pocari Sweat, which was the only thing that was helping me at the time. Thank you. She forced me to drink a bunch of it, and then I was like, oh, this is wonderful. I haven't really drank in much Pocari Sweat
oh my God.
before to this point. But I was like, oh yes, Pocari Sweat, this is good.
Bro, what is
this
Pocari
is
Sweat?
Yes. And then
no, I've
got
never
sent
tried that.
home
What is this
after a
called?
while.
Yeah,
And
I feel
then
like I'm
past
missing out on
few
something. I need
days,
to know about
I've
this.
been getting more tests done.
Is it like electrolytes? It's like Gatorade?
Other things like
oh, okay, it's like Gatorade. I got you. It's like
the
electrolyte
timing of
drink.
this is all very funny. Oh my God! What the heck?
Poor Bebo, bro. Going to the hospital. I'm glad she's okay, but yeah, every once in a while I will drink a Gatorade just to make sure that like my electrolytes are good. But yeah, I'm glad that she's okay. Obviously, it's very scary, but I'm glad she was able to call B and we came over and took her to the hospital. So everything seems okay, but you know, wishing her all the best. Yeah, I want to try that now. Yeah, can I like buy that somewhere? Kind of like on Amazon? Yeah, let me know. Alright guys, so let's skip down to a little bit more corpo news. I think we're going to talk about Onkey. By the way guys, if I ever talk about cons anymore, I'm going to put this in like my corpo news. Because I feel like it's kind of like, I don't have another good spot for it. Because it's like, it's kind of indie, but it's more than indie. So I'm going to start putting in this section. So there you go. It tasted pretty nasty. Oh, gotcha. It's like, oh fuck, there's another drink we have here in the States that's like, for like rehydrating when you're really sick. I forget what it's called though. Yeah, but we have a drink like that as well. In other news as well, guys, we got a chicken here with this Vilia Jester Pedialyte. That's it. Vilia Jester. It says, thank you for supporting me until now. Be parting ways with Bond Live on August 21st to pursue indie activities. So, I mean, nothing like super crazy, guys. Just kind of a little bit of an update here, but they're going to be going indie instead of being associated with Bond Live. So, you know, wish them all the best. Bond Live is the one that's constantly pumping out like the bajillion talents. Do y'all remember that? They always have their trailers have the really bad audio, and they're always like mixed really poorly. Like, you probably remember because we always make the same joke every time we have a Bond Live trailer to look at. But yeah, they're going indie, guys. So, I mean, I kind of like the idea of maybe starting with Bond Live and then being able to separate, but it seems like that's exactly what they're doing. So, wishing them all the best. And other news as well, guys, I did want to mention this recent issue that Lyco had from V4 Mirai. Very unfortunate, obviously not their fault, but something happened with an MV of theirs. So take a look, guys.
It has been brought to both my and V4 Mirai's attention that the Obsession MV has used MV graphics that they did not have the rights to use. It had been directly copied from another song. Both myself and V4 Mira, I do not condone this.
Yeah, I mean,
as
obviously,
soon as we were made aware, we took the steps to discuss this with parties involved. We have taken the video down and are getting it redone so it contains completely original work.
Yeah, that's good.
This makes me a little sad because this song is close to my heart. It is a memory I will always cherish with Mono and Como, but it will return. Thank you for understanding, and thanks to V4 for quickly handling this and making things right.
So sadly, guys, something happened. They had some graphics they didn't have the right to use. Maybe, I guess, it had been directly copied from another song. I don't know exactly what happened in particular with these graphics. Maybe it was misrepresented by somebody in the project, but nonetheless, they took it down. They're going to be remaking it, but, you know, just kind of unfortunate, right? In other news, I do want to mention something that recently happened here with Apollo. Yo, what's up, Rip? How are you? Apollo from Mythos says it would not be working with Otana JP. Don't know Otana JP. Well, they're an online adult product shop based in Osaka, Japan. However, Apollo goes on to say, I won't be working with Otana going forward. I'm disappointed with how several things have turned out. Because so many of you purchased and supported my product, I feel like you deserve some context. I recently was informed that because we did not reach 500 units sold, I would not be receiving payment from the units that were sold. My biggest issue for me is I was never personally made of this 500 unit requirement, and I never personally signed a contract agreeing to it. So, yeah, that's already a huge fucking red flag. Oh, yeah, so we're not going to pay you because you didn't read this minimum that we didn't also tell you about, and you didn't sign a contract for it either. So, yeah, all the money's ours. Bye. Like, that's so fucked up. I mean, well, do I even need to read the rest of this post? Like, we could have just stopped there and you'd be like, yeah, understandable. This collaboration was originally arranged under previous management. There's been conversation agreements I personally was included in or made aware of. What I do know is I put a lot of time and effort into promoting it, advertising my streams, post about it on my socials, etc. And we sold a lot. There's also issues with communication that left me disappointed. Early last month, we'd already communicated I was stepping away and going on hiatus for my mental health. Despite that, we were told that we had ghosted them. I was still being asked to promote the product while I was away, which didn't right me consider reason I stepped back in the first place. All this together is why I'm deciding not to continue working with them. I do want to make it clear, don't send hate or harass them. I'm not sharing this because I want anybody attacked. I'm sharing it because you supported this collaboration, and I believe you deserve to understand why we decided to move on. Now, originally, I kind of thought this might just be a one-of, maybe just a bad experience, but also, guys, same issue here going on with Ryu. Ryu also seemed to have a similar issue as well, but I'm no longer collaborating with Otana JP. I'm really sorry, my ghostlings. This situation has been very frustrating and painful, and I can't make it clearer than this video. Thank you for watching. Sorry for the trouble. So let's go take a quick listen to what happened, guys. Oh my god, this video is so quiet. Holy shit. That's the most I can boost it up. Okay, so, I'll review at least these screenshots that'll kind of paint a picture, but, it does have somebody from Otana reaching out saying, I guess, Ryu had messaged him and said, you know, hey, something's going on, blah, blah, blah. And a person from Otana said, happy to hear this, take your time and let us know when things are back to normal, no rush. They reached out, let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June. So they reached out from January to June, said, hi, are you there? are you seriously collaborating with another toy maker while we have an ongoing partnership? So basically what happened was, you decided to work with another partnership, there was no exclusivity, and the person got mad about it. They said, also haven't heard from you or got a reply in 6 months. Maybe it's better if we end this at this point and halt the sales. When stock is left, we would then add to grab bags perhaps. We talked about this at the very first, but while we do have an ongoing partnership to partner with a company, it does the same with us after us heavily investing in the stock and production of the toy. Not really acceptable to us. I used to say this straight out, but that's how it is. So all of this was by word. There was no contracts, etc., etc. So, I mean, if you want to go watch a video, I mean, I already watched it, but I mean, it just sounds like Autono's really kind of doing things verbally. There's no contracts in place, which is already like a red flag to me. Obviously, some creators having some issues with how things are going down. So, there it is, guys. I know, she's so sweet. She's been around for so long. Yeah, I really, really love her. If you're degenerate, you will definitely love her content, that's for sure. She's awesome. All right, guys, I'm gonna stretch my legs for a moment because we gotta talk about a big story today, guys. I don't know how long we're gonna be on this story, but we're gonna talk about their tone is bad too. I encourage you to watch your video. I was watching it a couple days ago on my phone, but I didn't realize it was so quiet. Through headset and everything. She showed her old EMV she used to make. She's been around for, yeah. I mean, she's been around for a very, very long time. But anyway, chat, we're going to be talking about Onkey. So I hope you're all ready. Type 1 if you're locked in, guys. This is going to be an absolutely crazy update about Onkey. So I'm going to remind all of you while we cover this. There's a lot of stuff in here that, obviously, we don't want to harass Onkey or anything like that, right? Yes, it's a dumpster fire. Yo, what's up, Cozy? How are you? Good to see you, sweetheart. Obviously, it's a dumpster fire. Obviously, they made a lot of horrible decisions. I want to preface this very clearly. So, there has been a lot that I have held back on as far as reporting when it comes to Onkey. However, I feel like they have thrown everybody's good faith out of the window. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that they've misrepresented. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that they lied about. And so I'm just not, I'm going to share all the information that I have. I feel like I try to give them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. There was a moment where I felt like things are going to kind of be okay. And sadly, that's just not the case, guys. I mean, they have made every wrong decision every turn. I've actually never seen an event do such a good job at making every wrong decision and ruining every bit of good faith that you could possibly have with somebody, right? They promise transparency. They don't give that to you. They promise refunds. It takes forever. They lie about stuff. They misrepresent it. Yeah, honestly, it's rather impressive, Nova. I feel like I could open a business and hire this team and do the exact opposite of everything that they tell me to do, and I'd be rich as fuck. Like, that's how bad their decision making is. Every single time they make a decision, it is literally just wrong. Like, it's not good at all. And I know it seemed very stabby. I know it seemed very attacky, but I swear to you guys, I'm not trying to attack anybody. I'm trying to inform all of you so you can protect yourself. And when I say these words, guys, I want you to listen to me. I highly advise you do not go to this con. The only reason I say that is because legitimately, chat, I think this is going to be VTuber DashCon. It is not going to be worth your time or money. So, let's go back in time because I'm going to talk a little TLDR about Onkey, right? But I'm going to go over to the Onkey website so we have a little bit of, a little bit of backstory, right? But this is Onkey, right? This is a con that's going down on the East Coast. Very big deal, right? Because it's the first, well, supposed to be the first major East Coast VTuber con, right? That's a huge deal, guys. A lot of people don't want to travel all the way to Offkime over in the West, right? So Onkey was supposed to be the answer, and that was awesome, right? They built up a lot of goodwill at the start, got some major sponsorships like SVA, etc., etc. Well, turns out that they did not get security for the event. Flork said, well, I want security for the event, right? We need some security. They didn't get the security, and so ultimately SVA pulled out of the event. This caused a huge domino effect of multiple people pulling out. They were found to be misinforming stuff. the original CEO Pinbond was like, you know, getting criticized. This turned into a new person named Hex becoming the CEO, and then trying to redo the whole team and try to salvage the event. So that's where we're at, right, chat? I also informed you all not too long ago that I was trying to find out how many tickets did they sell. Well, they never answered me, guys. They promised us transparency. I asked the question. They said, we're not going to tell you. So I said, all right, well, I'm just going to go with the number I was told from before. So originally, chat, this con was promising, you know, had like 200 guests signed up, right? They were promising a very large attendance. Guys, the number that I was told, they were sold less than 70 tickets for this event. Let me say that again. They sold less than 70 tickets for this con. 70 tickets, guys. That is the number that I was told. Now, obviously, this was a couple months ago. Maybe it's grown, maybe it's changed. I don't know. But what I will tell you is that this con was a walking red flag. And so, obviously, I've been talking about it. You know, very much with updates. It seemed like things were gonna get reset, right? They were like, well, okay, you know, we're trying to work on things, trying to change things around. There was a glimmer of hope. But sadly, guys, I gotta tell you, that glimmer of hope is literally stifled into nothingness. It is like, yeah, it's bad, guys. It's bad with this most recent update. So, let me tell you what's going on. So, first up, guys, Onkey makes this announcement. Oh, yeah, it's very tough. So first up, guys, here is their new announcement that came out on the 7th. You're already seeing a little bit of community notes, but we'll get to that. Onkey says, thank you for your patience and support for this official update over the past months. The new Onkey team has been diligently working to bring the event to the East Coast. We've been attentive to the community's concerns from the start and have explored all possible solutions to address them. Well, let's stop there because that's not actually true, right? Because you're going to find out, guys, that they are misrepresenting to you the whole security issue. Not only did they tell the reason that SVA left was because of security, but they actually lied as to the reason why SVA left because of security. They misrepresented it. And we're going to talk about that. Challenges in progress. One major obstacle we encountered was our previous contractual obligations with a complicated process for rescheduling the event, obviously with a venue, right? Fortunately, with some of the obligations are resolved, we can finally consider moving the event to a later date and are currently in negotiations with the venue. Additionally, a security team is on board to assist us should the event date change. Refund process. Regarding refunds, again, these are for people who purchased tickets from before, right, or guests, or, you know, got a table, etc., right? There's a lot of refunds they have to think about, right? Regarding refunds, we open a form for attendees to request them almost immediately after the new administration took over, as we believe it is the right course of action, even though the tickets were originally non-refundable. I agree with that. You did the right thing there. We're processing these requests in waves, and the first wave has officially been sent out. We kindly ask for your patience as we work through the numerous requests we have received. Addressing concerns. As we move forward, we aim to address various concerns and rumors circulating within the community. Also want to provide a platform for you to ask any questions you may have. Please feel free to reach out via email at this email or open a ticket in our Discord. While we still have contractual responsibilities to uphold, we will do our best to answer as many questions as possible. Join us live on the Onkey Twitch account at 7 p.m. EST. Thank you once again for your continued support and patience. Looking forward to seeing you there. So, to make this announcement, they do a go live. So, let's go check out the go live, guys, because I have a few things that I want to share with you. I've already watched this whole live stream, so let me share with you a few things that I pulled from this. So let's go take a look, guys. So first up, starts here at around 1740, and they're gonna talk about how they wanted to push the date back for Onkey, which I think is ultimately probably a pretty good call, right? Considering that Onkey is already looking really bad, the best thing you can do is push that back, and try to rebuild, right? That's a good choice.
We as guests and we as guests and staff also wanted to push this back. We figured that it was just the best way to go about it. Unfortunately, there was NDAs in place, that we.
I think all of us, chat, would agree with that it's better to push it back. Do you agree with that, chat? Considering the history of everything that's gone down, it's probably the best course of action, don't you think?
Wouldn't allow us to do it as fast as possible. But some of those obligations we have taken care of. One of the biggest things was that I mentioned this during the last stream, and that was that we had to give a good faith attempt to be able to make it happen this year. That was just one of the things that we had to do, was just to we had to try to at least make it happen this year. And one of the things that we decided to do, essentially, we're just trying to see what we could possibly do, right? Essentially, how feasible is it to actually make it happen in the time frame? And after we decided that, it's just it's not in our, it's just, I don't know how else to say it aside from, it is extremely difficult to make something like this happen in that time frame. So we ended up deciding to reaching out back to the venue, and they are willing to work with us. We are in talks.
So this is important, chat. They are in talks with the venue to reschedule, right? Which they had to make a good faith attempt to try to sell the tickets, but I think because of the situation, the venue is kind of potentially willing to work with them, or they're in contact with them. Obviously, this is probably the best case scenario, considering how fucked up this con has been from the start. All the false promises, etc. I think that it need to be pushed back a long time ago. I agree with you, Kuro. So I think at this point, for me, right? Okay, awesome. You're gonna push it back. That's a good thing, right? I think that we can all support that idea. But unfortunately, chat, for what we're gonna be covering, sadly, the situation gets worse.
We are in talks with the venue at the moment. We have been in conversation with them for a bit now. Unfortunately, these things take time. I wish I could just come out here and tell you everything, but some of the questions that that may be asked, I genuinely and
I'm very understanding of the fact that you're talking to this venue, right? And you're trying to get the date changed and stuff like that. It's going to be a lengthy process. It's going to be a lot of back and forth. I understand that. It's not, we're not criticizing that part, right? We understand it's going to take time. We get that part because you have signed contracts, there's obligations, etc. It's going to take a little bit of momentum to get that change around, right? And I'm totally understanding of that.
Until I get the update from the venue, which they did give us a time frame. They did give us a time frame on when they will get that to us. And the second that we hear back from them,
what is that time frame? Yeah, so I want to go back to the original promise, right? Or transparency. They give you a time frame. Okay, what's the time frame? Why are you not telling everybody that time frame? Because that's important information. Hey guys, we're thinking about pushing it back. Here is when we're gonna know. So here's the date to look out for. Why have you not told anybody that date? Why have you missed such a crucial piece of information? And why have you not made that public? That's huge, right? You need to let people know that, especially if they bought tickets.
So there isn't technically a date change yet. So technically, as of right now,
yeah, I mean, that is definitely already a huge concern as well.
For the venue
people that
to
already
get back
paid
to
or
us on the update. As far as anything else aside from that, everything is kind of everything's just kind of up in the air, right? Because we really kind of stand we really believe it's kind of out of the scope at the moment, right? There's just could we possibly make something happen? I mean, I don't think so, but it is one of those things that we're
so even the staff is under the impression that things are in such a bad spot, they don't even feel like that they need to push forward in the event, right? They're like, yeah, we can make something happen, but probably not going to be good, right? So we're just not going to do that. And we want to push it back. And again, I applaud that because I do think that's the best decision they possibly can make. Obviously, that's an excuse for all the other shitty stuff you did, but
just waiting on the venue. The venue is gonna be, they promised to get back to us here pretty soon. We have been in conversation with them for a while, and I mean, they've been super nice. They've been, really been willing to work with us. We were trying to let the community know that we have heard the concerns, and we're trying to make the date change happen. We're trying to make the date change happen.
So they are saying, we hear your feedback. We're trying to work on it. Obviously, the original stuff that happened was problematic, but we did hear what you're saying. We want to move the date. So I think it's an important update, right, guys? However, I do want to go skip ahead to talk about refunds. So There have been a bunch of people that purchased tickets, kind of wondering where their refunds are, etc., etc. Well, here is their answer about their refunds, chat. Here apparently is what's going on with the refunds.
For some of the tickets that were bought, that is completely, you know, that's false. we have been working like almost day and night trying to figure out how to go about the, you know, the refunds as fast as we possibly can. You know,
So I have a question, chat. And I think this is a very legitimate question. I'm not trying to poke at them, but I think this is something that boggles my mind. So if you're trying to process refunds, right? You have the money in your pocket. Hypothetically, right? You hypothetically have the money in your pocket. You know who purchased the tickets and all the other stuff. Why are you not refunding them? It takes no effort. Refund them. Why are you on this live stream right now and not working to refund people? This is people's money and well-being. It is irresponsible for you to sit there and do this live stream, in fact. Why are you sitting here answering questions on a live stream instead of refunding people their money? This is pointless. This whole live stream is not needed, bro. Focus on what's important. Prioritize what you need to do. And you took people's money and you're going to give it back. Money is more important. Give them their money back. This is such an unneeded deflection of things going on, right? Like, why are we doing this? This is a distraction. Focus on giving people their money, period. That's it. There should be no questions anymore at that point. Focus on giving them their money. Ever since all this happened, there is no reason why you would be unable to go and look at what was sold and give them refunds on it. I likely believe they don't have the money to do refunds. I agree with you on that. That's my going theory about it, right? But it should not be that hard to issue refunds. If there's a reason as to why there's been such a holdup, then tell us, be transparent, because all you said is it's taking a while. Nope. I'm sorry. That's not a good enough answer. I hate to say that, but that is not a good enough answer. I get you're trying. That's great. Wonderful. I'm so glad that you're trying. But your standard of trying and my standard of trying must be very different, because you're way down here and I'm way up here, bro. Like, you need to give people their refunds. If you said you're working day and night, then why is it taking so long? Where's been the updates every week? Where's been the updates every fucking day, bro? This is people's money. You don't fuck around with that. I'm beginning on a live stream. I'm hanging out here and chatting, you know, yip-yapping with people in chat. Go refund. Go spend your time refunding. This is the second stream, by the way, that they could have spent that time doing something else. I get it. You probably have a full-time job. I'm very understanding of that fact, but why do people not have their refunds yet? You are procrastinating. I don't know why you're procrastinating either. Probably because you don't have money, but this is pure procrastination, and it's unacceptable. I'm sorry.
Understand that it's taking longer than everybody would have liked. But you know, we're trying our best, and
you're not trying your best, because if you were trying your best, this stream wouldn't exist, bro. You guys would not be propping all of yourselves up on this stream, running the stream. I know you're the social media manager only, right? You're not in charge of everything, but if that was true, bro, why are you streaming right now? Why have you not provided more updates?
We are, like, you know, again, I just want to reiterate, or not reiterate, like, you know, essentially, you know, remind everyone that originally the tickets were non-refundable. That is,
I really hate how this is, like, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I feel like it's just framed in a way that he's like, oh, well, you know, they were refundable at first, but now they are, so we're doing you a favor, so you have to wait a long time. No, absolutely not. You decided that you were going to refund those tickets, and I applaud that. If anything, that's the morally correct avenue to take, right? But that doesn't mean you get to take a long time either. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get to excuse your procrastination.
Something that the new team and Hex decided to go ahead and get rid of. You know, we decided that it was the right thing to do to give you guys a refund.
It absolutely is.
You know, we decided to just get rid of that, you know, get rid of that rule regardless. We do want to give you guys, you know, of course, like, you know, we understand a lot of things happened. We understand that, you know, maybe opinions have changed, and a lot of this was out of your control. Like, you had, like, the only thing you did was buy a ticket, and, you know, you're kind of just stuck in the situation. We understand that. So we're trying to refund these, you know, we're trying to give you a refund on these tickets.
Okay, but I really hate to do this, guys, but legitimately, I'm really tired of hearing I'm trying. Look, dude, we get that you're trying, but here's the thing. I don't like saying this. I really don't like saying this, but I'm gonna draw you a picture. My expectation in the way that I operate is up here, and currently you're down here. I need you to operate on my level, bro. You're the way that Onkey is being run is not to a higher level. You need to stop trying and start doing. We're past that point. I'm sorry, like, yeah, do or do not, there is no try, right? But it's just all about like how they operate. Like there needs to be an expectation of how you run things, right? And if you cannot run them professionally at a high level, then don't do it. It's an excuse at the end of the day.
The tickets are still listed as non-refundable, though. Is that just a website thing? Well, it's I do believe if you know, it is technically like the website thing, and I think it's also an Evently thing.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know this is just a social media manager. He's not in charge of all the decisions. I get that, right? But you have appointed yourself as the spokesperson, right? You are out on this live stream instead of processing refunds to people. So unfortunately, you're going to be the one that gets the brunt of the messaging, right? And it sucks, but you also propped yourself up in that spot.
We're changing that as fast as we possibly can. Like I said, you know, we put out a form for you guys to fill out, and there was a lot of people on that form. You know, we're still going through that form. There was it was a lot of people that were either saying that they wanted to keep their tickets or that they wanted to you know, get a refund.
So he does go on this state right here. I put this part in my notes, right? Because he says a lot of people either bought tickets or wanted refunds or stuff like that, right? So there's a lot, he admits right here, there's a lot of people that bought tickets and a lot of people that wanted refunds, right? Which I don't think is correct, because I heard that, you know, tickets were less than 80. That was a couple months ago, to be fair, but nonetheless, I don't think that is realistic. I want to call this out for a moment because he says a lot, right? So from what I heard and the information that I was given, they sold less than 80 tickets, right? So if that's the case, how long does it take for you to process 80 tickets? Even if not everybody filled out the form, let's say only 79 people filled out the form, right? Okay, well then, how long is it going to take you to process that? Where are the updates? Where is the information? Why are we not getting information publicly? That's like, hey, we're working on this. Hey, we put out refunds. Now we got a statement about it. And even this I'm questioning, because who got a refund? Yeah, we're going to talk about that here in a moment as well.
We are still going through the form. We're trying to get, you know, like we're trying to put them out as fast as we possibly can. We do have a first wave of refunds that have already gone out. You know, I know some people were concerned that.
So he says, okay, the first wave of refunds went out, which is awesome. That is, hell yes, finally. That's what I want. But I'm gonna be so honest, guys. This isn't me doing my due diligence. Again, I'm not trying to, you know, bust their balls or anything, but if you have gotten a refund, please let me know. Please reach out to me or post somewhere or something like that, right? Because as of today, my personal checking, I have not seen one person talk about how they got a refund anywhere, period. And again, maybe I've missed it, but I mean, seriously, if you've received a refund, please let me know. Because I'm doubting the validity of this statement right now.
You know, well, you know, how are we, you know, no one has said that they got a refund, you know, well, that is kind of a personal information. You know, we're not going to announce who got a refund. If it's up to those people that they would like to announce that they got a refund, that is completely up to them. But as far as, you know, we're concerned, that is a private matter between whoever asked for the refund. So we're trying to do it. We're trying to go through it as quick as we can. You know, you know.
So again, they're saying they're trying to go through it. I feel like the time is sus. They're not. It's really all excuses, at least to me. But continuing here, guys, I did want to go look at another timestamp where they talked about the attendees as well. So listen to the 3K imaginary folks they said we're attending. Right. Yeah, but has anyone got a refund? Like at all? Can we Just again, I want to do my due diligence. Can anybody confirm that they got a refund? Like, please, just one person.
Okay, I see one right here. Let's. Do we know the rough number of attendees? It doesn't matter how many security personnel on board. I'm still concerned.
So what is the rough number of attendees? Right, that's what they're asking. So let's see what he says.
The number of attendees exceed what the security personnel can handle. Okay, so one of the big things that we had talked about previously as well is that the original like prediction for attendees, you know, we want to say was very ambitious for a first year con. You know,
which
and
was
during the
what,
last
3K,
stream,
I think it was, right, Liz?
I did kind of talk and touch point on things that we are going to be like, we are going to be kind of reeling it back to more of a realistic, you know, attendance for a first year con. Which is why we're kind of going through this form and seeing the refunds and seeing, you know, how many people want to stay, and, you know, and talking to some of the guests and vendors. We're in the middle of doing all that, and we have a pretty good estimate about, you know, like on about how many people are gonna be there.
So chat, you know, they're not giving a straight answer about the attendees, how much they expect, stuff like that. Obviously, I think they know they're in the, you know, they're circling the drain, so they don't want to say, you know, how many that they're going to get. But again, I told you how many ticket sales I heard. So obviously it's a very, very low number that they're probably expecting, right? So let's skip ahead because I do want to talk about something that happened that was quite interesting. A streamer, who you guys might know it, named Pegasus Switch, was actually banned from their Discord. And this was actually brought up in the chat up by Lele. So let me move here for a second. I'll read it to you. It's in the bottom corner there. It's the second message from the bottom. So Celine was banned from y'all's Discord, and someone, Zoji Rain, lied about saying that she had been warned multiple times for bad behavior, which wasn't true. Zoji did delete the tweet, but will Celine be unbanned for just asking a singular question? Are y'all standing by what Zoji publicly accused Celine of? So they do answer this message. Take a look at what they have to say about it.
Here we are. Okay, Lele. So Celine was banned from y'all's Discord, and someone, Soji Rain, lied about saying that. Okay. Okay, Lele, I'm going to say that I am not gonna touch up on that one. Only because that's, you know, that's just not something I'm comfortable talking about. So sorry. I know I'm sorry I can't answer that question.
I mean, it's fair enough. You know, like,
I mean,
obviously we don't know enough. You don't have to talk about it. I mean, that's fine, right?
If anyone bought tickets expecting the original day and the date changes, will those tickets be refunded? Yes. Yeah, so those tickets will be refunded. We did give the people the absolute, we did give the people a chance to be able to, you know, either keep the ticket, or if they wanted a refund, they could request a refund. We did open up a ticket system for questions. We did have some people reach out to us, like today, the second we opened those questions, asking about the tickets. So no, yes, if the ticket they get,
yeah, I mean,
changed,
that's what I would personally say, but I mean, it's fine, Craft. I mean, you know,
like I said, we're
obviously
trying to
he's not the person to really talk about it, right? But there is another clip that we're gonna get to here in a bit that they say, but I'm not gonna go over it right now. It's more important that it comes from the tweet. But obviously, Celine got banned. That's important context to know. And then finally, there's one other part that I want to show you that is talking about questions that they received. So a little bit of context, guys, that we're going to be talking about. But I'm going to skip over to this, and I'm going to skip back because I got to do it this way. But if you went to their Discord or were in their Discord, they actually deleted the entirety of their question section in their Discord. So all the stuff that was archived, right, where people are asking questions about stuff, yeah, they deleted it. They went boom, nuked it. Well, that obviously, in my opinion, is a very bad look, right? Because, number one, why would you do that? Unless you're trying to hide something, right? Just retire the thread or close it. Well, Kenny Sue actually went on to archive all of it. Yeah, he literally went through and archived all of it. So you can go check it out here. They did say, should note for the accuracy's sake, they have not deleted the only question channel, just hid it entirely. From anyone who isn't stopped, correction has been made, even if the conclusion is the same. So, and again, they want to update that archive soon. So, again, I think that's kind of a bad look. Obviously, good job here from Kenny for doing that, but the optics behind that is awful. So anyway, let's listen to what they have to say about some of these questions, right?
Hiding public questions will make people feel like certain things will get ignored. Well, we opened up a ticket system for questions. You know, we have already had a lot of questions in that ticket system today, and we hid the questions because it was just, I mean, it was getting like pretty bad. Okay, like there was certain, yes, you're right, there were questions in there that were valid. Unfortunately, they would get lost in the sea of 30 other messages before we even had a chance to look at it. And we decided that we needed to be able to, you know, keep track of those important messages. So we decided to go on a, you know, for now, a ticket system. We are in talk.
So I don't mind the ticket system, but I do want to say that they're kind of misrepresenting this, right? So they're acting like there were like 500 messages after every question. Well, that's not true, because I've been in the Discord for a while. I've been keeping an eye on that channel from before. It sounds like to me that, if anything, my guess is they did not want a bunch of their stuff, these questions being answered publicly, right? So they shut it down. I think that's why. What's up, BB? I think they shut it down because they didn't want a lot of it public. But the problem is you already promised us transparency. So now by you doing that, you want to get your promise, right? You're no longer being transparent anymore. So they shot themselves in the foot yet again, right? And I'll be honest, there were some people saying stuff, but there were a lot of questions. And if you're going to argue, well, we couldn't stay organized, bro, you could have just deleted some of the questions or taken screenshots of the important ones and DM those people, etc. So again, I find this to be a really poor excuse as to why you can answer people's questions. I mean, if you want to take down the thread because it was too much, sure, absolutely. But you promised to be transparent. So you got to pick one or the other, right? You either shoot yourself in the foot or you be transparent. You promised us
what
that.
A better way to be able to handle it and, you know, still let you guys do like a ask any questions you like. I mean, you're still free to ask any questions. We have our email that you could, you know, email us at, and we will get back to you ASAP. Or, you know, we do have the ticket system in our Discord that you are free to ask a question, and we will get back to you, you know, whenever a staff member is available.
Which obviously, again, I think that they want to answer questions in a private setting. They don't want other people to be involved in a public manner of answering a lot of these questions. But at the same time, you promised transparency, right? So I can understand if you want to keep it that way from originally when you started the event. However, you promised transparency. So now you misrepresented what you promised everybody, right? If you want to let everybody know what's going on and be truly humble about what's going on, you would not run it that way. You would say, well, you know what? Let me just, let me answer all of it, right? Yeah, using tickets or Q&A is kind of ineffective too. So these were a lot of main points that I wanted to point out about the live stream chat. But unfortunately, guys, let's get a bit worse. Now, we'll point out Spectre in my Discord. I mean, I actually put together some pretty good notes. If you want to go check this out, obviously I'm watching and I pulled the important stuff for you. But if you want to see Spectre's notes, they are in our Discord. He kind of went through the thing and it looks pretty good. But what I want to get to, chat, is their tweet. This tweet right here. Well, unfortunately, guys, this tweet got community noted by 2 people. So let's go take a look at both of those tweets. Onkey experts removed their existing public platform and remove users who were active in asking questions, which was what Celine was doing. There's no evidence at time of writing of any refunds being processed, which, that's my question, right? I'm waiting for somebody to come forward and say, hey, you know, a refund has been processed, I got my refund, right? But here is Lily. Lily Beast has been very active in the Discord asking questions. It says, don't worry, they deleted the channel where vendors said they were being ghosted. The CEO defended taking money from AI companies. People have been trying to get clarification about security, and they keep re-egging on all promised transparency. This convention is in good hands. And Lily says, Hex, did you guys really delete the entire questions channel? This is the same person that responded to Celine from before. Says, hi, please refer to the announcement. You can email us so the questions open a ticket. Question channel was not an effective way for us to answer questions. We're entirely new staff and reformulating the entirety of Onkey operations. Therefore, we'll be making changes moving forward. Thank you for your understanding. Please refrain from asking further questions here. On this general chat, or you'll be muted and or banned. Well, you already made a commitment to be transparent and to help answer questions, so now you're going back on that. So that's obviously a pretty bad look, right, guys? To add to their horrible PR nightmare. But we're gonna get into some stuff, guys, that, in my opinion, is extremely damning. This comes from Celine. Talking about her issues, where, of course, she got, banned off of their Discord. But take a look, guys.
So I don't usually post this or get involved in this sort of thing. But any goodwill I have had for the hope that this con would do the right thing and get things together is now officially gone.
Yep, I agree.
They deleted the entire questions section of their Discord, including important questions. Mind you, this was the one place people could ask questions/clarification.
Yep. I remember, guys, they banned Celine.
/kick anyone asking anything of them.
Yeah, they banned Celine. Remember that, guys.
Is banned.
From the Discord.
I got banned/kicked for asking for clarification. I have been civil and just asking questions of them in the server to make sure they are actually doing as they have said they are. So now to see how their new staff is handling things, I would advise anyone giving them a chance to get your refund, if you can, and run away. They are running on vibes, and the only people allowed to remain are people that don't call their actions into question.
So of course, here's the one we looked at with Lily Bees, but also, they say, please, thank you for understanding, blah, blah, blah. Already read this. Ray says, also the original message got deleted. I don't know if this was Lily, probably not, but Freestar says, makes sense, since unfortunately a lot of questions are being buried in the channel. Omen taking his comment for some Discord, so appreciate, getting a better hold of what is being used, or asked to avoid, missing anything. Lane says, so you remove the one area place you're allowed for questions to be asked, and not to ask anything, you will get banned. You have to understand how this is going to look to people wanting transparency for this, even new structure or not. And of course, she was banned for that reason. Now, Chad, I don't know about you, but I feel like that's not a very good reason to get banned from a Discord. I mean, I've seen some pretty bad bans, but they didn't do anything, right? And of course, it got deleted. And of course, they say, hope everybody's having an amazing day. So, deleted that post, banned her, etc., right? Hey, you open a server for where people can ask questions, and you ban people for asking questions. Literally. This continues, guys, to get even worse. Oh, I'm not done, chat. Yeah, I hope you know I'm not done. But take a look at this, guys. Here is a clip where Filian asked, why was I banned? And here you go, guys. Take a listen.
Okay. All right. And gotcha. You just have no idea, I'm assuming. Okay. All I'm going to say on that is that no one was banned for asking questions. I mean, they were banned for showing what staff considered repeated problematic behavior. Sorry. It's...
Repeated problematic behavior? Well, what did they do? Yeah, what did they do? I've been in the server. Like, what did she do exactly?
Here we are. Okay, Lele.
Okay, we already saw this. I already showed you that clip earlier, but then she says, she went to ask, so you're gonna ban me for asking a valid question, you're gonna keep, letting one of your staff members lie about me being warned multiple times. Yeah, I mean, she wasn't lying, and of course, she goes up to the stream to try to get a follow-up, and of course, they, delete the message as well. So, obviously, guys, I think you can tell, number one, if you have problematic behavior, I've been in that Discord, I didn't see it, I'm gonna be honest, and if they had it, prove it, right? And then number two, on top of that, the optics of this are absolutely fucking awful. Can we all just stop and agree on how bad the optics of this looks, chat? Especially with a con that's already had so many problems, right? So many problems. Right, I guess she asked some questions that they just didn't want to answer. I wouldn't even say they made it uncomfortable. I'm just saying, there were critical thinking questions that they probably just didn't want to answer. So obviously, guys, the optics of this are horrible. Well, guys, I hope you're ready, because guess what? Stay with me, guys. 1, 2, 3. It got worse. It got so much worse. So let's go take a look here, because, I made a tweet. I said, Onkey is an actual mess, and I highly advise you avoid this con. Here are a few reasons. Mismanagement. Well, you've already seen that lying, seen that procrastination, important matters. You've already seen that with the refunds, right? Lack of transparency. I've already seen that. Misrepresenting problems. This is really about to be VTuber-con. So, obviously, I made my tweet about it. And Flork decided to drop the fucking elbow, guys, by quote retweeting what I put out. Take a look at this, guys. This is actually huge information. Take a look at this. Flork says, I don't want to get to an Onkey. It's beating a dead horse. I have to say something though in regards to security, since I was a big concern and I've been alerted multiple times that a person running the convention in the moment has seriously misconstrued what happened. I just want to say this really quick, guys. If Flork is calling you out for misconstruing something, you done fucked up. This is Flork, guys. Literally, like, Flork, the nicest, most reputable, professional, like, dude that I can think of at the top of my head. And this guy's like, yeah, these people fucking misconstrued what happened. Oh, no, dude. You fucked up. So SVA was very involved with Onkey. I believed in them to make the con work. We were the title sponsor. I started to see a lot of cracks and were concerned around March. I brought up security. I had contacts professionally and unprofessionally that were in con security before or could have worked out. Screenshot 1 is me extending the opportunity to that at the time of the CEO. Let's go take a look. You have a dedicated security person for like organizing con security. I know trustworthy person if you don't. So they're like, hey, guess what? Look, listen. Do you have people for security? We're just asking. We want your baseline security. Do you know people for that? Pinbon, the CEO at the time, says, not yet, but we're working on it. We already have enough outside sources to wrangle, so I think we're good for now. Lork says, okay. Awesome. So they're saying, you know, we're working on it, right? This is not, I want to make this clear, this is not extra security. This is baseline security for your con, guys. The bare minimum that you need to have for your con. Keep that in mind, please. All right, so I was told they did have security, or at least had something going on. We approached Onkey with a list of concerns on operations, and I believe in me. Give them a bolded list of questions we needed answered. All right, awesome. All of these questions are simple operation questions, all which they should have already had answers to. A month passed, and we approached them for their answers. Not one answer provided to us is satisfactory or conducted to a safe and functional event. SV pulled out as to me or my talents felt this would not be a safe event to be at all. So again, guys, they asked for security at the venue, not special security, just security in general. And they said, yeah, we're working on it. SVA follows up and they say, no, we don't have it. So SVA pulls out. That is not the same story that we have been told this whole time. And I'm going to show you what they've told us, which is a flat out lie, chat. I say this with some grace, as I know not all conventions need murder hobo defense or buff down intense security at every point of patrol, but it needs something, right? Guys, if you go to a con, do you expect security at that con? Bare minimum security at the actual con. Do you expect there to be some base level security at this con? Yes or no? Type yes or no. Let me know. The poll's coming up. Love to hear from you guys. Then you need at least something, right? Hotel staff and local police are not a solution, which I agree. You need at least something, and at the time there was nothing. Even if it's a 0.5% chance someone can get harmed in a con, you need to prevent it to have something in place. I do not know if since then they actually got security. I don't know their current plan as I've moved on for trying to help from this event. I do know that the current CEO, as recently, not even a month ago, has told people we demanded more security than the average VTuber agency. I know this from multiple people. Ask you logically, if SV or the VTubers I intended to have there needed more security than you could provide, why would I expect or demand the convention to supply this? The way it would normally work, guys, is a con has baseline security, and if you want more for your own stuff, you hire that, right? That's extra on top of what you hire, right? That's what Flork wanted, baseline security. He wasn't asking for extra security for himself. If he wanted to do that, he would have just done that. I could contract my own people. If I needed more than what was they had on hand. Our concern has always been the overall attendee experience, not myself or SVA. I needed more than I would have provided it for myself. The problem is there is nothing for anyone. So again, guys, there's no security for anyone at the time that Flork had pulled out of the event. Text respectfully again, please stop talking about this situation, move on. SVA was attempting our best to help, but our priority was always the attendee experience. So let's see what Hex had to say as the reason why things were happening. We're in the process of finalizing talks with the security firm now. To be clear, we always had security at the convention. No, you didn't! Stop lying! No, you didn't! Why are you lying to us? You didn't! You literally didn't! And to be clear, we always had security at the convention. The concerns are raised because we were unable to meet the requirements. SVA required in the time frame they asked, which is on us, but SVA required more security than the average VTuber or even agency. That is not true at all. Period. This is all false. This is all false. The concerns are raised because they're unable to meet the requirements that SVA required. No. This has nothing to do with SVA. You provided zero security, period. Period, bro. You had no security. SVA wanted just some security. The bare fucking minimum, dude. And they couldn't even do that. They didn't secure it. And now they're trying to misrepresent it like, oh, well, SVA asked for more than we could require or output, right? So they wanted extra, we couldn't do it. And that's why they pulled out. That's crazy, dude. That's actually crazy. And I said, really disappointed to see how SVA and your goodwill has been twisted like this. I really dislike how it's framed that they were unable to meet the requirements of SVA when you're asking for the bare minimum that any con would provide so that people can be saved. Floyd does go on to say, don't harass anybody, keep it cool, it's a shame. I'll reiterate, if I needed more security than the convention could provide, or is this situation where I needed more security, I would just provide it for myself. For clarity's sake, SVA was refunded, however, for transparency when we made the agreement. Had reservations, so I opted to have it signed and I pay a portion monthly. The precaution, having never done business with them before. That was probably the smartest thing you could have done for yourself, Fork. I mean, yeah, I think you saved yourself on that one. Big time. Let me pull up the next thing I wanted to show you guys. Okay, it was just that. Let's see what everybody's saying. So SVA requires more security than average VTuber agency. Base. Agencies worry about their talent safety as base. It's a shame to these circumstances, says Nicto, that everyone having to contend with. I think a lot of people fall into the realm of jumping in and creating something, not realizing the finer details and logistics of what it entails. Absolutely right. I think if you're looking out for the talents and your attendees at this place, says Benjamin. Fantastic, as I never work in assumptions. What is baseline security for a con of this size? Is that local law enforcement outside the facility? They are. So here's the thing, Latchkey. When you get local law enforcement, right? They're only going to be working basically in the parking lot. They're not allowed to touch other people's belongings or bags or things like that, right? You need to have some security there to do bag checks, to watch over the venue, etc., right? Obviously, that number fluctuates based on how many attendees you have there, right? I would love to tell you what I think that number would be, but they've been so flaky about the numbers. I can't even tell you what I think the baseline security should be for a con this size because it's so fucking like fired in a mist of bullshit. Like I can't even tell you what I think their numbers are going to be. Yeah, they're outside, they're standby, they're just a deterrent at that point, right? They're not actually security. But as you can see here, chat, people are coming in showing that they're literally misrepresenting and lying about stuff. So that's obviously very problematic. Now, I want you guys to buckle up for a second here, guys, because I've seen some online evisceration before, but this might be the funniest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. So, after this statement, right, I'm going to show you guys. This happened on this original statement happened here on August 8th at 2:29 p.m. Wow. Coming out here 9:05 p.m., about 7 hours later, Onkey makes an announcement about security. I mean, I guess that's good. A bit too late, but I mean, I guess that's good that you finally got security update. I just feel like they're way too late. You know what I mean? Like, you've already been proven that you lied about stuff, you misrepresented stuff and other people. But we have security, guys. So let's take a look. For the past few weeks, we've been diligently working behind the scenes to ensure Onkey is a safe space for everyone who express their passion for the VTuber community. So we are partnering with the New England Security, NES, who have demonstrated acceptable professionalism and adaptability regarding their services. NES will provide 16 officers to assist with bag checks and will equip us with the necessary tools to guarantee a secure and well-protected venue. So we got some people, right? With our support alongside the venue's team, we have a total of 32 security personnel, including our head of security, Roy DeVoe. So they have 32 security people. Well, here's my question. Why now? Unfortunately, guys, it's just a bit too late. Yeah, you've already burned down all your goodwill. You already lied to all these people. You misrepresented stuff to me, to Flork, to so many other creators, right? But now you have security. So, I mean, I guess that's something, right? Recently, we were in discussions with a second security firm that specializes in vtuber events. As a organization, they need to adapt to upcoming changes and ensure comprehensive coverage. Thank you for your patience, and we'll keep you updated in the days to come. All right, so, you know, we're getting some security online, right? Obviously, it's not going to change anything. But I just need to read this statement. HR Chan says, at least you'll have a 1-to-1 ratio of security and attendees. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. This is the meanest shit I think I've... Oh my god. People were talking about, you know, the ball pit and stuff, like... Oh my god, bro. It's just... It's not... The face I did, I know, when I first read this last night, I was like... I was just like, Pop, they're already dead. Like, holy shit, bro. I think somebody commented on mine. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Hold on, it was really funny. HR Jen is fucking brutal, bro. She is actually so brutal. She posted this dude with the fucking Dashcon ball pit. I mean, like, oh my god. She's not fucking around, dude. She is not having it. She is not having it, dude. She is so done. I read this and I'm like, oh my god, dude. That is wild. So, kind of taking a look here, guys. A little bit of follow-up here. Kenny, who documented a lot of stuff, that Hacks has admitted on multiple occasions that the security was, that they have limited staff, inadequate security, and only had security provided by the venue long after security concerns were raised. He made a blame and recognized the problem, but now it's unreasonable. So let's go read this message. We messed up and it cost us sponsors and it cost us community trust. There's been the common denominator in people's reasoning for leaving, lack of communication, and unresponsiveness. I'm already taking measures to fix this and will continue doing so. I'm speaking with multiple con organizers with several decades of experience. Literally. I want them to advise me in the task. We messed up. Onkey community, we grew too fast, too quickly, beyond our scope without the resources to back it up. And for that, I apologize. So I was generally in the background and not involved during the times these miscommunications and lack of communications were taking place. I'm equally as guilty for my complacency. By the time I take steps to intervene, damage had been done. But that being said, please be respectful to the staff who tried their absolute hardest to make something special for you. They were overworked and overstressed. Please be respectful of guests and talents involved. They had nothing to do with this. Please be respectful to partners and sponsors who chose to leave or, chose to stay. Feel no ill will and completely understand their leaving in light of everything. You may have noticed I've been playing a much more active role lately as I've been an active CEO and front-facing communication. I'm seriously evaluating the direction of the convention right now and where we are going. I very much like to fulfill my dream of creating a fun, smaller convention for the East Coast. I'm just one person, will need the community support to do so. I'll be watching carefully the next few days to see how people feel. But I can tell you I'm actively onboarding more staff members to improve communication and organization. And while security in the form of police were always going to be the convention, we've been working diligently to get more security to the con. So basically, guys, yes, they had the police, but that wasn't actually security for the con floor itself, right? And that was the issue. So, I mean, he admits it right there, right? Police cannot do bagger security checks, and volunteers cannot touch attendees, which is why we're looking specifically into security firms. So they do admit they never had the security on hand, right? So these numbers are what is provided by the venue and already there. 10 to 15 for a con with over 50 guests. We actually recognize this not adequate, which is why we were reaching out for more. Guest safety is a top priority for us. I cannot provide that or think I won't be able to. I'll cancel the convention by massively getting more security. And this was back, you know, a while ago, right? So, I mean, literally, like, he already admits that they didn't have security really in the first place. And now they're still trying to bring things together, but then they're blaming it on SCA. I mean, that's what I told you, Dan. They've literally, every step along the way, they have legitimately fucked up. Another final point I want to bring up that I thought was interesting, but Tim Dahlia says, I think there's a logistics issue with Onkey, also that no one takes into account outside of the hotel. Where do you go? Here's our airport is 45 minutes an hour away. Hotel isn't surrounded by anything walkable like food, recreation. Uber Lyft prices will be through the roof. So, I mean, even if you showed up, right, chat, I don't think it's even going to be a good time, you know, like, I do understand certain cons, like, don't have certain, like, amenities and stuff like that or things around it, but I just think this is looking like a bad time, guys. I think overall, Onkey's cooked. Well, let me ask you, chat, now that I've shown you all of this about Onkey, how do you feel about it? Do you think that there's a chance for them? Do you think that they've squandered it so many times it's over? What do you guys feel about this, chat? Let me know. I'm truly under the impression, chat, this con is beyond cooked. I do stand by my statement earlier, guys. I would not attend this con. I think ultimately, guys, it is a waste of your time and money. I think that how they are operating, how they've treated people, how they've lied to people, I just don't think that it's safe to go. Even though they have security now. Well, they've already misrepresented security before, right? I mean, I really hate to kind of like go on a limb here, but who's to say they haven't misrepresented this as well, right? Who's to say that they have not misrepresented multiple things already at this point, you know? Yeah, it reminds me of the fucking Wonka experience. But something we'll go for content because it'd be interesting to see how we run exactly. Well, I do have some friends that live in that area that are going to go check it out for us, chat. I will let you know. But ultimately, this is Onkey, guys. I truly and honestly feel like if you have already, you know, gotten tickets or you're on the fence, I would, for safety reasons, and just the fact that they keep misrepresenting stuff, I would just refund. I would just give my money back and just walk away, guys. It's really not worth it. Yeah, like, and I wanted them to succeed too because Liz, when they first came around and said we fucked up, you know, we want to fix stuff, I was like, all right, you know what? Awesome. I just want to know how many tickets are sold. Let me know what's going on with that so that way I can report on that. And we'll be good, right? And I never got an answer. They did all this bullshit. Yeah, they fumbled the ball so hard. I mean, they didn't just drop the ball. They dropped the ball into, like, you know, a pit of spikes that burst into flames, and then all the pieces were immediately eviscerated. And then whatever was left of that, Thanos snapped it with the fucking Infinity Gauntlet. Like, there's just nothing left, dude. There's no goodwill. Yeah, you can't buy tickets right now. And here's my point as well, chat. So even if they reschedule at this point, right, which I feel like they should do. Even if they reschedule at this point, chat, I think they're cooked because now we know publicly that they've lied to us multiple times. Even if they try again next year, Crow, which, I mean, maybe it's the case, they're going to push it back. They've lied to us. They misrepresented stuff. And again, they did this not only to me, other creators, people that bought tickets, but they did it to fucking Flort, dude. Like, come on. Your main sponsor, you did it to fucking Flort, dude? Nah, y'all are cooked, guys. GG's. So, ultimately, chat, I would ask a favor. If you've heard of anybody that has got a refund, reach out to me, tag me in it on social media. I'm looking for that information very badly. But man, what a disappointment. This could have been such a great con. Such a wonderful event for the East Coast. And here we are, guys. So sad. Yeah, so sad. I hate that. I really, really hate that. In other news, guys, let's skip down here to a little bit of Google Doc key. I'm not going to go through the Google Doc keys, but I'll at least let you know what's going on. Recently, guys, Darling Mori actually released a Google Docie in regards to Luna Bun. Taking a look here, what it says. It says, hi everybody, for those who don't know me, my name is Darling Mori. I'm an Australian cowgirl VTuber. I just want to preface this document saying don't harass anybody. But a question some of you asked is, why wasn't some of this stuff handled privately? Well, what it has to do with this, I'm not trying to demonize Luna, but it's simply exposed to the concerning behavior of her that I experienced, including stalking, monitoring, emotional manipulation, and conditioning, and harassment. That's some pretty strong statements, right? Well, I'm going to show you a little bit more of the follow-up. We're not going to go through the Google Docs, right? But Waffle actually points out that Darling Mori actually messaged her on Discord out of the blue for no reason. Luna has been nothing but kind, gentle, and understanding with myself and everyone we're friends with. Whether the VTuber model sketch looked choice or not, that's absolutely your decision to refund or continue commissioning. Otherwise, it feels like you're making baseless accusations. So Darling Mori, I guess, going and showing up in her DMs. Luna goes ahead and speaks out as well about it, saying, before even starting, this is not the first time she's done this, and she will totally do it again. I won't accept false accusations towards me or the stalking you've done over the last year and a half when I didn't even think of you. Anyone who knows me knows I don't do drama, and because this girl's gotten canceled, rebranded, done multiple Google Docs in the past of the same thing towards different people, I just want to respond right away to let you guys know the truth. First of all, because she collected hundreds of pictures of my model and art pieces, even though we hadn't spoken since she randomly blocked me on all platforms 7 months ago. Made a statement. No, I did not copy her, anything she does, or anyone. Of course, Luna comes out with her own Google Docie as well. If you want to take a read on that, let me know. I got all the links, guys. Says my experience with Darling Mori. It says I tried to make a Google Docie because I was responding to Darling Mori's blatant lies, stalking, bullying, creepy, obsessive behavior, narcissistic personality, and baseless accusations. To those who are saying a dog doesn't matter, I'm simply just defending myself. Mori's a bully, projecting her insecurities and judging me based on things made up in her head. So, definitely a debacle going on between these two. I will first let you guys read the Google Docs on your own and decide what you think, but I'm not going to be reading all of these out today. So guys, let's dive into one of the bigger stories I want to talk about today. And that actually has to do with Novel Horizons. We talked about Novel Horizons quite a bit, but I did want to talk about an update to Novel Horizons. So, in case you were not here for some reason, you missed my coverage, or you live under a rock and have no idea what's going on with Novel Horizons, well, Amelie came out with this post back on August 6th that said that Novel Horizons, the figurine company, merchandise company, is going bankrupt. And because of that, well, they're basically like, well, we're going bankrupt, too bad, bye everybody. TLDR. I'm gonna drink my tea really quick. That is right, guys. The merchandise company is, they're done so. They went bankrupt. They're not, gonna be paying out their creators that they worked with. A lot of figures have been, left to dry. People are not ever gonna receive them. Some of them, they'll never get. Some of them never even went to manufacturing. It was very, very sad. Reminds me a lot of Kobe merch or Bishojo 2.0. That's what people are calling it. So, very, very sad. Ultimately, guys, like I said, Novel Horizons made a statement where they said, hey, we're going bankrupt. We're going to do our best to do what we can, but no promises. That's it. So, that's kind of where we left off. Well, it does look like there is a little bit of hope on the horizon, but I do want to talk about, that's not a Novel Horizons joke with a hope on the horizon. Oh my god, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that joke. Damn it. But what I do want to mention here, guys, is a little bit of good things, but also more bad things as well. So, I didn't know Shy Lily was a co-owner. I thought that was a Gamer Subs. Yeah, we're talking Novel Horizons, bro. Yeah, it was just mismanagement, is what I think. So, update on Novel Horizons coming here from Mako. Some former staff members have gone out of their way to get affected creators their 3D files and data back. So, with the 3D files, they could potentially manufacture their own figures, which I think would be awesome. So it's definitely a really good step in the right direction to get those files. I received fruits this morning, and some other creators should have theirs have been contacted as well. So that's really good. You know, to do this, and none of this would have been impossible without them. Won't even mention any names for privacy given the sensitivity of the situation, but Evil Guy Nikita, the GOAT for coordinating all of this, and I will make sure they understand how much this means to anybody affected. So Nikita, of course, is the co-founder and chief operating officer of the Oshi Bar, and I think that's absolutely awesome. So a huge W there to Nikita for helping get those 3D files to the creators, because again, they could actually produce the statues of those. Of course, also, guys, Pogger, who is a former, member of Novel Horizons, a former employee, says, Pogger is looking to see if they can get the 3D scope files in the creator's hands. At the very least, this solution works out. I would desperately love to get my Amma figure, and I'd happily commission someone to make it for me, praying this works out. So people are actively working to get the 3D files to the creators and maybe have them made differently. So Zhao goes on to talk about what happened with his experience in Novel Horizons and his future as well.
My merch store was hosted by Novel Horizons, but since their bankruptcy, I'll be switching hosts. It's a bummer because I really liked them and they genuinely saved my ass from getting a massive debt above my head when my plushie pre-orders were cancelled in China. Different story.
Oh, that sucks.
They were passionate and helped me make a lot of wonderful small merch a reality and gave me opportunities for conventions too. It sucks that this happened.
It really does suck. I mean, so many creators affected by this, right, chat? Lucia goes on to talk about her experience as well. There was a Lucia statue out there,
We are currently looking into our specific situation with Novel Horizons. Please know we're doing everything we can to figure things out, and we ask for your patience as we do so. We will notify you all as soon as we can. My parents and I, are sorry for the inconvenience and confusion caused by recent events.
Lucia, like, you didn't do anything, you know what I mean? Like, totally not your fault. On top of that, guys, Contail also talking about her thoughts about this situation, and she's just mad,
really
you know?
Disappointing.
I don't blame her.
No, actually, this fucking sucks. As far as I can tell, Novel spent all the money and never made a single of my figurine. I'm so upset for you, Fluffers, and am currently working with my team to see what we can do.
Again, took all her money, never made a single fucking figurine, guys. And his fans are never gonna get it. She's not gonna get a payout. I mean, it's awful, right? Yo Clash goes on to talk about I was the first VTuber to make figurines with Novel Horizons, so she is definitely, seen a lot, right?
When they reached out to me, they had one single example on their website of a figurine of this scale. And I thought it was a huge opportunity to make a figurine as a small-scale VTuber at that time.
You can't take anything from somebody that has nothing,
you know? The Novel himself, and he was always incredibly kind and attentive. They laid off employees because they were
going bankruptcy plus.
Listened to my wishes at all times, and we made the perfect figurine. Almost. It started going somewhat south when I asked for updates on when they would finally get shipped, because I got plenty of videos from him showing me the army of beautiful figurines painted and ready to go since months after pre-orders ended. That's when Novella told me in DMS first that Rai, the huge snake add-on of my figurine, unfortunately was hit by the Texas heat, and I assume most of them unfortunately melted in the warehouse and/or during transit.
Why would you not keep it in like a
had to be waited out before anything could be shipped safely? I'm not sure if they had leftovers of the Rai add-on or if they had to get reproduced in the end.
It took a while, but it still shipped down the same year, which was 2023. Pre-order started. I consider myself lucky that my community was not hit by a 2+ year long wait or worse. But then again, I'm pretty sure it's the only big figurine project they were working on at that time. Oh yeah, we gotta go through Zins as well. I mean, there's so much. In
2024, I asked the Novella if it would be okay to possibly make a second figurine with them, and that I wanted it to set as one of my subathon goals. I got confirmation that I can do that, but it never happened in the end. Instead, every time I asked, the topic was changed to making different
I feel like all this
instead,
stuff
or
is
having
just
a
going
meet and
super
greet of
downhill
different
for a long
cons.
time.
Now I know why. I just wish he would have been honest with me instead of avoiding planning a second figurine. I believe Novella and Novel Horizons never had any ill intentions, but I know that they bit off more than they could chew.
It was just mismanagement, you
Overwhelming their team with a lot of merch production
part,
on top of figurine production was maybe too ambitious.
That makes me sad that the Subathon goal was hit by a wonderful community, but ultimately it was not able to deliver that goal in the end. I'm so sorry for that. I'm also sorry for anyone still waiting for their order, might never receive it in the end. Maybe it's stupid to think this, but in a way I feel responsible. we're shedding light on Novel Horizons as the first VTuber doing a figurine drop on them. In case you're one of those waiting for your orders still, please check out the recent post from Height about this situation. We are going to look at that post, by the way. That's, again, kind of adding hope to the situation. But Sanson also goes on to say, the merch drop I was supposed to do with all my rock climbing things are supposed to be through Novel Horizons. Right up to the timeline, things are smooth, and everything suddenly needed to be halted. All the items had double hoodies, acrylic sandies, keychains, prints. I like my first big merch drop in a minute. I declined offers to work with others to see it through, and there was so much and I didn't want to flood my community. I'm even so tired of merch not getting to my supportive friends and community. A lot of things never see the light of day. Radio silence, promises of tomorrow, I'll update you or next week. I don't claim to be good at communication, but in the face of delays or affecting others, there has to be a professional standard. I agree with that. I've tried to waiting years for art or merchandise, being told one thing, promised quality, and then nothing. I'm so sorry to my community, but it looks like we won't be seeing anything from either the Rockstar AU different company or Rock Climber Arc. So I'd rather know than wait and be hopeful at a time. As long as it's past, we'll get cool stuff eventually. I promise you guys that. So again, Sanson having to deal with some of the stuff as well. Camilla also adding in her thoughts. Going on to say I'm biting my tongue. As a team of Novel Horizons have been nothing but sweethearts. As people, but yeah, in terms of their work, it was done very unprofessionally. My fans ordered the figures around 2023, and they didn't receive them until 2025. 2 whole years later, chat. Holy shit. Unacceptable. And then when he finally started rolling out, my Discord flooded with photos of the figures being broken, unpainted in certain areas. With all the money my fans spent on it, makes me feel very sad they had to wait all that time to receive faulty product. So you can see some of the hair was not painted. I mean, that's pretty egregious right there, you know? Yeah, some of the hair breaking off. Yeah, it looks like it was the same part as well. So, that's very unfortunate. I feel so bad for Camilla. Wish I can make it up to the simps that were as a man affected. Please tell how Imp can make this better for you. I'm gonna be honest, there's just no replacement, right? Juniper also adds into this. If you guys remember, Juniper's statue had a bunch of issues where she was actually missing an eyelash on one of her figures. But she said, I need to start picking up the pieces after Novel Horizons. Most recent announcement, and this has been impacting my figure drop because they outsourced everything, Jaden, so it took a long time because it was overseas. My figures were in production with delays of 2 years and were shipped out with glaring quality issues to fans who were patiently waiting. With Novel Horizons going bankrupt and shuttering, they've confirmed there won't be any recourse available for them once my items move out of the warehouse. So that's it, guys. You're not gonna get a whole figure, at least from Juniper's launch. Lena also adds into this, and this is actually, I think, an important statement because you guys may remember she was involved with this kind of merchandise with her own company
my
before.
face when over 5 years ago my ex and I ran a figurine company with just us two and we fulfilled every order. Hand-signed collector's editions. Sent them all the way from NZ. And every creator was paid out even when we barely knew what we were doing. My face when a project didn't work out and I alone worked overtime for a year to ensure everyone got their money back, homies. I am so sorry how dirty you were done. But don't take it laying down. You deserved far better. If 2 little idiots can do it with all the struggles that came with it, so can an entire company with a team backing it. Don't take excuses. You deserve to be compensated.
He is
from the
absolutely
start
right.
And the end.
Absolutely right. So I hope people will try to push for what they can. But again, obviously, if they have nothing, they can't really give you anything, right? Of course, Zen goes on to talk about her experience. And this is a pretty long post, so I'm glad I'm using TTS for Zen's
I started
post.
with Novel Horizon a few years back and I was one of the lucky ones to basically get it started from the ground up. Kind of a
like
guinea pig in a way.
A test, a demo,
Don't
right?
get me wrong. They were great. At first. We had solid communication and a bit of some butting heads.
Yeah, Cam, I
but
mean,
overall it's what you'd expect from a startup company jumping into new territory. Slowly we started getting the figure designed out and the little figures. I was so freaking happy. I mean, you're an up-and-coming VTuber and you get to be a figure. That's like, insane, right?
I mean, that's awesome. Like, I would be so ecstatic, you know?
So they get the first prototype done. It looks awesome. It's not in my hands yet, but it looked cool.
Alright, you saw the 3D
A month
file
or so
for it.
later, I received the final. It's cheap PVC. It's material used as a quick mold. But I mean, they put work. There's metal magnets, it's proportionate, a glowing base, changeable parts. But it was fragile. And it came in broken. My brain is telling me, this is bad.
Especially if it's very fragile like that. Yeah,
so
you
I
can't
asked
do
them,
that.
hey, this isn't PVC.
You need to get like
and it
resin.
came in broken, a little radio silence, and they assure me it's PVC. I'm not dumb. It's the cheaper mold that's a step below. But what do I know? I say okay. Reluctantly. I'm still new to this. We begin the mass production. Radio silence. Then pre-orders. Okay. Radio
yeah,
silence.
it sounds like their
Me and
MO.
my team ask how the shipping is going.
Yeah, it sounds like their MO, I'm gonna be so real.
It's a lot of back and forth. And they were getting rude. Orders finally start going out, and we start getting messages saying their figures came in broken or missing packages.
Yep, that's
so we grab
really
names
shitty.
and ask them. Radio silence. Then messages.
Bro, I would be so pissed. I'd
Then
be so
radio
pissed.
silence. I was already at this point frustrated. And they are already working others' figures.
Yeah, the problem is like, so I think they took on too much, right? It was mismanagement, but also like, there was never quality assurance because look at all these other figures that got
It
fucked
took us
up,
forever
you know?
to get these figures out, and we still have more to process, and they are
Yeah,
already
look at how many
making other
figures have
figures.
problems.
Me and my team start getting frustrated with them.
Yeah, because they're
At this point, it's
unprofessional and rude and
unprofessional how
ghosting
they
you.
were both unresponsive and how they responded. My community was frustrated too, but we were trying our best while dealing with an uncooperative team.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much
Finally,
you can do.
orders start getting handled. Albeit months later now. Then I get word they were preparing another batch of orders to go out.
So again, here's the exact same problem. This is why I showed you all of the ones before, right? With Yo Clash and everybody else, because Zen seemed to have a very similar issue as well as Yo Clash with stuff melting in the warehouse.
Little did I know, these freaking geniuses decided to leave them in a storage warehouse with no type of
in the
A/C
middle
or
of
cooling.
Texas, guys.
An
Their
entire
office,
pallet of my figures
is
melted.
in Texas.
Yeah, they melted. And my orders for people who are now 1+ years of not
That is
receiving them had to
actually
wait
nuts.
longer. I am so mad at this point. I tell my team, let's do what
mean,
we
just
can at this
refund.
point,
Just
cause we are
refund.
dealing with a team who are at this point not wanting to work with us anymore and are being unprofessional. So we try our best to clean up their mess. And we move on because I cannot do anything, and my company at the time had no idea how to handle the situation, so I was left with a mess I had no idea how to handle.
That's awful. Yeah, I mean, like, all you can do is refund at that point. You know what I mean? Like,
I was the guinea pig, and maybe I have to accept that the test runners get fucked. Jump forward to now.
you should never have to
Last
accept
year,
that.
I decided.
Yeah, I don't
let
know
me
what
get in
Lucky. I
touch,
just
guess,
don't know.
because Novel Horizon is doing a really good job all of a sudden with all these VTubers. I am assuming they are doing much
Right.
better, and maybe they are actually more professional now. So they get all nice and cheery with me. And they say they are ready to do another figure.
Yeah, see, and I'm gonna be so real. I would have not done it. Yeah, I would have been like, nope. I
Okay.
wouldn't have done it.
So we begin doing the art and designs. They bring me to
Yeah, but
cons
she's
and
so
want to
nice,
pitch me
you know?
ideas of these
She wants
coin
to believe
things
the
which
best
I
in
decide
people,
against
and
at
I
the
get
time.
that.
It's going all good. Whatever. Like, wow, I guess things changed maybe.
Right? Yeah. So I
get a
do
message
get that.
from my team and friends saying, hey, things aren't looking good for that company and we should halt any more activities. Of course. So we do, and here
Right,
we
there
are
it is.
now. And I have come to learn that there were still dozens of unfulfilled orders that were never taken
That's
care
so
of
fucked up
despite
from
being
all
told
that
so.
time ago,
And
chat.
on top of
From
that,
all that time
rumors
ago.
of them holding onto my figures in the back of a warehouse potentially, even going as far as to, again, rumors behind the scenes from their team and then some, saying they wanted to keep some to sell on websites for 2x,
if that's
3x the
actually
original
true,
pricing.
If that's actually true, they were literally like creating an artificial market for the fucking figurine. That's crazy.
Either
Because
way,
people want like Zen
my
stuff. It's
experience
nice.
with them was frustration, anger, tossed to the side,
Right.
used, whatever. I let it go because I was inexperienced with this sort of thing, I didn't at
Yeah,
the
I mean,
time
understand.
understand
Well-
what was going on other than I took at it the value of me starting something up and being the rest test dummy along with Melody at the time. And all these VTubers were signing up. No one wants to be the one to potentially cry wolf, so I just thought to myself, it is what it is. We'll figure this out, and hopefully they learned from me to help the others and do better. So I guess fuck me.
And that's part of the problem, right, chat? Everybody just were like, well, you know, I had problems, and nobody wants to be the one to cry wolf about it. So nobody talked about it. They didn't talk amongst each other with their issues and stuff like that. And this is why today all of this happened, and everybody's like, oh, I had a problem, because nobody wants to cause problems,
I
you
am
know?
sorry to those
But
who
sometimes
never
you gotta
got
cause
their
problems
orders
to
or who got
communicate.
nothing but radio
You know?
silence from them.
Sometimes you
And
got
it also
to.
seems like I am always causing something, but this was not expected. I know people are so sick of me being in trouble or finding
Yeah,
it.
but it's not your fault,
I
Zin.
wish I
It's not
didn't
your
have
fault.
to be. But I can't do anything about it other than try to be more mindful in the future when working with other companies
Yeah, it's
and
really
such, which
not
I
your
have.
fault.
So we are trying to recover what we can from the warehouses, thankfully, to contacts. But yet, fuck. That's my story. I am sure I probably missed other moments, but I am recalling what I remember the most. Sorry for the trouble and sorry for being a pain in the ass. Will do my best to see in the future to make sure you all are taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, she's only trying to do her best with this situation, but obviously, I mean, they left her high and dry as well, right? Like, multiple figures not being sent out. They lied about it, apparently. So Hardly says, this arises a new concern with me because several times this year, this in figure was suddenly in stock for a brief sale period, and I'm concerned that these unfulfilled orders, they were reselling because the quantity was always super low. I really hope that wasn't the case. Zin says, oh, that's interesting. I'll pass it along to my team. Did you happen to take a screenshot by chance? I mean, that's... It seems like there is some validity to what Zintria mentioned, right? But again, multiple people never got their statue, or at least a statue in good... figure in good standing or in quality, so that's already a problem, right? So, I feel so bad for everybody, dude, but again, been talking about her issues. So I'm a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, though. Hype Brain decides that they want to try to help. Hype says, predictably saddened by the news surrounding Novel Horizon and the impact it's had on so many creators and fans in the VTuber community. You know, Hype has always believed in this space. Many of you already know our history of collaboration. How much that we value the creativity and passion that lives here. We're not here to make empty promises. We're here to help where we realistically can. Right now, that starts with discovery. We're opening a channel to better understand where new figurines are merchandised, fit in the production process, what assets exist, and what the actual scope of support might look like. To the talents, whether you currently have access to your 3D file scopes or not, we're open to talking. If there's a path to get your merch back on track after proper cost analysis and feasibility review, we want to explore with you. No guarantees, just a genuine willingness to look at the numbers and see what is possible with our manufacturing capabilities. Well, they're so nice. Give me the information that can move things forward for the broader community. We appreciate you sharing. And of course, they give a little form to fill out. We're approaching this the same way we approach everything else we care about, carefully, transparently, and with the goal of doing it right by the people in the community. So everybody's like, you know, hey, huge W, right? Thank you for always coming in clutch for our community. Huge W. I mean, this is actually very, very kind of Hype to try to step in. I'm filling the gaps, of course. So now Grimmy did go on to talk about chargebacks. She says, hey, you know, you can put in your chargebacks here. And she's actually going to be taking care of these herself. She said, actually, no, I'll just let Elara read it. But yeah, she's taking care of the refunds basically herself
I cannot
as much as she
physically
can.
send you Visa gift cards if that's how you paid. I cannot order an equivalent VTuber model. I cannot buy you tickets to an event. I cannot refund you more than you paid because silver's price has increased. Please keep in mind I am using my personal funds and doing this at a loss. I am not refunding using the pre-order money because that is gone and not something I have access to. I apologize you didn't get a return on your investments because of this.
That does
For
suck
real.
a lot.
I apologize it was advertised as an investment. I really do apologize guys, but I'll work through your
I mean, that
requests
sucks
over
for
time
Grimmy.
with
I mean,
peeps
she's
I
taking it
hired
out
to
of
help.
her wallet to pay back everybody, you know, but she does go on to say other Novel Horizons merch beside the coin orders I'll very likely have access to and will be able to fulfill those orders with just me and my mom packing them in about a month. Sorry for the delay, but this should be possible. I can start getting them to you then. Yay. So this kind of is the closing on the Novel Horizons issues that have happened with VTubers, right? Obviously, guys, creators, fans alike have been fucked over by this whole situation, and it's awful. But what I do want to talk about for a moment, adjacent to the Novel Horizons stuff, is a few rumors. And this has to do with a guy named Seth. Now, if you've been around the VTuber community, and you maybe watch False ID, or you know anything about MSM Talent Agency, that is going to sound very familiar to you. But for those of my new viewers that have no idea who the fuck Seth is, Seth ran an agency, a talent agency called MSM. Ran a bunch of other kind of like loosely related VTuber companies. Basically, he was accused of not paying artists, running a blacklist on people that he didn't like, including people like False ID. He terminated talents and the members 3 a.m. It was a whole thing, right? False made multiple videos talking about, you know, you didn't trust this guy, etc., right? What are we talking about, Seth, right? Well, Novel Horizons seems to be founded by a friend of Seth's, but what Seth's role in Novel Horizons is unclear at the time right now. But what I can tell you is before False left, False thought that Seth was tied to Novel Horizons, right? There was still some connection that Seth had to do with Novel Horizons, right? But nobody seemed to tell us what was going on with that or confirm it or anything like that. So the only thing that I was able to find was, number one, well, Grimmy has actually confirmed that she kept in contact with Seth. Kind of knows a little bit about him, and he apparently said he's on medication, doing better. But I was also able to find this as well, which is the Horizons coffee brand. This is registered here. Here is the name of it. And of course, here is Seth right there as well. So this is all I can really say. Seth might be involved with some of this stuff. We don't know for sure. But as far as day-to-day or whatever is going on, we just don't truly know how he's tied to everything. So I'm going to keep looking, guys. I'll let you know, but that's all I got for you as far as Seth goes. I've really been looking, and obviously he's still listed as company contact manager for Horizons Coffee LLC. That's all I really got for you, though. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but I am looking actively. So I'll let you guys know, but that's as far as I got on Seth, guys. So, how have you, how do you feel about this whole situation, guys? Yeah, well, do you think there's a right way or a wrong way to deal with this? I mean, what? For me, I'm just sad, you know? I'm just really sad that, you know, everybody's having to deal with this. I feel bad that everybody was promised all this stuff. Yeah, I feel like a parent. I'm just, like, disappointed, you know? Yeah, he has, like, a lot of small companies. Even, like, a hot sauce and, like, the coffee and all kinds of other stuff. Yeah, I think it just sucks. I think it just sucks. I agree with you. I agree with you. In other news, guys, I want to talk about Filian being found. Well, okay, it's not actually Filian, but I'm going to share with you what I got. So, a lot of people have been talking about this because Filian Snack Factory says Filian is found. He has made a secret channel streaming into the void, waiting for the snackers to solve the ARG and find her. So let's go take a look here. They're like, this is Filian on some kind of hidden channel, right? Take a listen.
What if Filian disappeared, create a new channel called Manta waiting for snackers to Hey, how do you know? Spam a name, you Filian. I'm not Filian! Why is people saying Filian 3 times already today? Like at this point I'm trying to ignore it, but I can't. I've only just started stream and it's the only fucking conversation that you guys ever
do a flip.
Do a flip. Oh my god. I will do a flip. Yeah, you ready? You ready? You ready? Here it comes.
Oh my god, Masha's gonna do the flip.
I am not.
So, of course, this is kind of more meant as a joke. She kind of sounds like Filian a little bit. Her name is Manta. She sounds like Phil a little bit. This kind of like blew up, right? Everybody's like, oh my god, Filian's back! We found her! Everybody's safe! But it's really funny because even like Evil Clips is like, we have Filian at home. Filian at home. Like, so everybody getting into this. It is kind of funny and cute, but this is Manta. They are 3D VTuber, of course, Twitch and YouTube partner. So if you want to go actually check them out, support them. They're not actually Filian guys, but people are saying, you know, they're hidden Filian, so it was very funny, kind of cute. But some people are taking it a bit too far, as always. Please ignore them. But I thought this was actually kind of funny. Of course, they're doing a 24-hour streaming, Vladimir, their cable, etc. So wait a minute, that's like Vidal, you know? So like, oh my god, you know? I mean, my accent, she does sound a little bit like Filian. Yeah, she's European Filian, right? So I thought this was really cute and kind of funny. Yeah, it was overall very nice. In other news, guys, Demi has clapped back at the allegations with a 3-hour video. And we're going to watch it right now. I'm kidding. We're not going to watch this. Demi made a 3-hour video called Responding to the Drama, where she watched multiple videos talking about where she allegedly got plapped on stream, right? Well, if you want to go watch this in your own time, you feel free to, right? But I'm not going to be watching it today. But I will at least want to let you know that she did address some of the allegations with a fucking 3-hour stream, guys. That's wild. That's wild. In other news, guys, I do want to talk about a recent controversy going on with a VTuber dedicated charity. We have Games for Love that says, are you a VTuber? Games for Love is launching a program exclusively for VTubers. VTubers for Love is made by and for VTubers who want to make a difference. Well, here is their logo and everything. So, chat, take a look at this. How do you feel about this logo right now? Does it make you feel any kind of way? Are you happy about it? Are you sad about it? Do you not like it? You don't trust it? Yeah, but what do you think about this logo? Looks nice. Well, I think the main concern, if you don't know, was, well, kind of looks like AI, guys. So, yeah, it kind of looks like AI. So, people were saying, like, who made the art? I'll let it check them out. You're like, I don't mean coming off as accusatory, but good to others. The logo looks quite AI. So, I mean, going and looking at it, yeah, it kind of has a little bit of a vibe to it, right? Where it's very shiny. It's got that kind of AI look to it, but kind of something that happened that kind of ticked me onto the story was, you know, we had Peony here talking about it, Pico talking about it as well, pointing out all these things like 3D effect, you know, 0 cents, odd curvature, random shading. I mean, again, just kind of talking about it, right? Well, Peony says, no worries. They blocked me. So it's clear they're trying to not have a further discussion with people, whether their assets are AI or not. Well, this person got blocked over this allegedly. So for me, I'm like, well, why'd they get blocked? Was it actually in relation to that? There was another person, I guess they took down their posts, but they also were blocked as well. So now we got 2 people blocked. I'm like, that's not good. And we have multiple people in YouTube,
saying this and thinking, hey,
like Sunny and Pete, going on to break down why they think this is made with AI in YouTube videos, right? Kind of break it down, talk about all this stuff as well. Yeah, we have another person here too, talking about it. Yeah, Sunny Peep says frequent AI usage. Of course, going on with the Games for Love channel here. So talking about a few things. Why is YouTube so slow? Maybe I should delete some tabs. I can't believe all of my tabs are causing a problem. Wow, guys. Yeah, so they're showing a few posts that seem to have like an AI kind of vibe to them, like this one as well. So showing a history of a little bit of AI usage, right? Obviously, that's problematic, especially in the VTuber community. A lot of people have a lot of things to say about that. Well, Games for Love did actually go on to say, we've heard all the concerns being raised about the artwork, and we want to take them seriously and with transparency. We're currently speaking with artists and reviewing the original files and process behind the assets, including requesting time lapses were available so we can properly verify that generative AI was not used in creating or editing the work. W, bro. W. We want to to be thoughtful and fair while we review everything, but we also recognize it's our responsibility to vet the artwork properly before sharing it. All right. Awesome. We love that, right? We very much love that. Well, Games for Love did go on to actually review more of this stuff, and they said, we want to provide a transparent update regarding the artwork and the logo asset we recently reviewed for DFL. After reviewing the concerns raised, we verified that some of the portions of the work were created through a traditional process, including vector files that were provided to us. However, when we requested a time lapse regarding the creation of the logo and other assets, there was not enough evidence for us to confidently verify that AI-assisted or AI-generated artwork was not used as part of the artist's creation. Because of that uncertainty, we do not feel comfortable continuing to use the affected assets, and we wanted to say we completely understand and appreciate the community's concern. W. We want to be clear, we do not support the use of AI-generated artwork being represented or delivered to us as commissioned artwork without disclosure. At the same time, not everybody involved in reviewing commissioned artwork is artists, and it's been a learning experience for our team in understanding where we need to request and look for when verifying work going forward. I love that they're just straight up like, hey, like, look, we didn't know, we checked, we're not very sure, and we don't want to move forward with it because we are not sure about either. This is where we made a mistake. This is what we're going to do better going forward. We'll be working together with our VTuber founders and our VTuber lead community manager to find and commission new artists to create replacement logos and assets. The new artists will be properly credited when their work is shared in future posts. Appreciate everybody who brought their concerns to our attention and gave us the opportunity to look at this more thoroughly. We deeply care about supporting artists and creators, and we want the work associated with this project to reflect that completely. Bro, I'm going to be so honest, that's amazing, but what about the people that got blocked? Well, turns out, guys, Zena says, I went on my way to delete my posts. People blocked me and others and did their investigations and have learned from their mistakes. All around 10 out of 10 W, baby. 10 out of 10 W. You love to see it. They listened. These people got blocked. They unblocked them. Maybe they're just a little bit of miscommunication. The Games for Love and Nekamiki, of course, is the head of it. Thank you for making this right. I can't wait to see new artwork and genuinely hope these charity events go successfully. Yeah, this is the response that we can only pray that we get every time from stuff like this. They have definitely earned my follow. We love to see it. So, things happen. Things get fucked up. That's okay, guys. It's okay if things go wrong. That is okay, guys. As long as you're actively trying to fix it, make things right, this is what we want to see. So, shout out to Games for Love and, of course, Mickey. You know, we love Nekamiki around here. Really, really awesome stuff to see. Huge W's, guys, all around. Wasn't sure because I don't know why you can't just show your blog, but it's fixed now. Right. Yeah, maybe again it was just some miscommunication. I don't know, but either way, there it is. So, very cool. Yeah, I love the transparency as well. All around, like I said, guys, a very big W coming here from Games for Love. So go and check them out. And these are responses, just listening to what people are saying and actually looking into it without being accusatory, without being hateful. Just, hey, I think this is generative AI. You might want to check it. They check it. They go, oh my God, yeah, you're right. Let's fix that, right? That is how we need to treat problems. It's okay to make a mistake, and it's okay to fix it, guys. If we keep up with more of that mindset in our own lives, I think things will be so much better for all of us, you know? Like, so much better. So, absolutely great. Well, guys, I know I didn't kill all of my tabs. I'm really sorry about that. But, you know, I just like bringing up my RAM level to insane amounts of the stuff, you know? Sometimes people block because they think it's harassment, Kimmy. Right. Yeah, they do, sadly. They do. Which, I mean, like, I understand where they're coming from, but also, like, I don't know. You want to protect yourself, but at the same time, like, I think you have to be willing to listen, because sometimes it's like, if you don't listen and you do that, it's kind of a bad look, right? And that's kind of what happened, at least with this particular case. The tab maxing will continue. And I'll be honest, I just like driving you guys crazy about it, so. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this news, and of course, thanks for chatting with me in a mature manner about all of it. I will see you all tomorrow. Of course, we have a little bit of memes and reacts going down. It's gonna be great, guys. So I will see you all then. I got some good ones planned for you. So I'll see you in the morning, guys, for some reacts, all right? Have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go play some Night Rain with some friends. I don't know if it's on stream. If it is, I'll let you know. If not, not be what it be, but have fun with Kono. He's hanging out with
I guess I gotta
Orange's
get
Barnes
going
too.
and ride around on my American Iron Horse Outlaw motorcycle.
Hell yeah.
Bye, Elara.
Hell yeah. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Take care. Bye, everybody. Bye, YouTube. Have a good one, cuties. Bye, Twitter. Y'all around. Have a good one. And of course, bye, Twitch. Have a good rest of your day, okay?